I'm you, Don.
Yeah, there you are. Yeah, the internet cut out on me.
Oh, you couldn't get back in the link I sent you?
Uh, will that work?
It should. But
Okay,
anyway,
let
they're
me
all
try
coming
it.
over.
Let me try it. Hold on
No,
a
no,
second.
they're coming this way.
Oh, okay.
They're all coming over.
All right. Messed everything up for everybody.
There
So
they
there's
come.
Curtis.
Who's that? Oh, there's Bob.
Found you, Don.
All right. Hey, Bob.
My computer blew up and it decided to do updates. I don't know what's going on. That's the first time this ever happened.
Yeah, well, mine is not operating on the right Wi-Fi channel,
Oh,
so I can't. I better not fool around with it. Yeah, I have a channel that runs 7 times faster than we're on right now,
really?
and for some reason it was on the wrong one. So,
Like 6, 5, something numbers like that. Yeah.
well, it's an AC channel,
Okay.
so it runs at 860 megabits per second.
Wow.
And I'm down at 144, so I was trying to send Chris stuff. Now Chris should have gotten. Now Chris is not here.
Yeah, he put the link up. He's got the link. Those guys got to get out of the previous chat first. It only lets you do one chat at a time.
Hold on a second. He's calling me.
Yeah, I put the link on his site. I can go to that site.
Yeah, I can't figure it out. Don, you sure got a lot of color in that. I never get that kind of color with my 80 anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's very weak. The color. This is nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Quite good. I like it. Are you still guiding, Don?
You got to go. Yeah, I crashed. You got to go over to this new Hangout. Yeah, the one over in the chat. Sorry about that.
Say, Don, are you guiding now?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
But I'm not imaging this. This is just a residual image.
All right.
Because I messed up on everything here.
Have you tried to not guide and just use the stacking program at all?
And with the wind, you can't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I got wind tonight, so I can't do that.
Understand.
All right. Who have I got? I got Bob, Curtis, and Don in the new window.
Yeah, I hope everybody else came over. We still got Pat sitting here, and we have Dwight. Dwight's got to run over, too.
Yeah, Dwight's on his iPad. I don't think he can see the whole window.
He can't see the chat?
I don't think so. And I lost him when I came here.
Well, I'll leave mine up there. They can get over. Let me just kill my, yeah. Dwight, you're going to have to go over into the chat to pick up the, go over on the left there and you'll see a blue TV screen type of thing, old style. Up in the upper left-hand corner of the Google, you'll see a pop-out and there'll be a chat.
Hey, Don.
Yeah.
Chris is trying to log in, and he's sharing a screen on Skype with me, and the only thing he's got is those exclamation points that just wiggle back and forth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it works, except I lost my avatar. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Want to try again, Chris?
Yeah. Try again. See. And there's not 10 on, so.
Waiting for Hangout. I said something.
Curtis, are you rebroadcasting Don's? What are you doing there?
Very weird.
I'm just showing my screen to show where the
And this is only on Chrome, right?
Right. Where is the share screen at? The share invite.
The green arrow, green box with a white arrow. Left-hand column, left side.
Never had this before.
Chris, that green Google Hangout doesn't work for you, huh?
It's not working.
Just one more thing. I'm going to try to give you one more link that what's his name gave me, Bob, Mega Bob, and see if this works.
Yeah, that's the link.
Try this link.
Just
All right, let me see if I can send it to you.
Try that one.
clear all this. Okay.
Boy.
Same one there, Curtis.
Sorry, Joe.
That's all right.
Okay, I just cleared all that.
Yeah. And you closed out the other one?
Okay.
Got to close the other one. Yep. Yes, sir.
Try restarting your browser. What browser are you using, Chris?
That should do it. Hopefully.
Okay, bye.
There you come.
Sorry about that, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joe, for the help. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Sorry about that. The link that Bob actually put up worked. Why is his link different than my link?
Hi, Pat.
I don't know.
Hello, Pat.
Hey, Pat, and we just have Dwight missing, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. I'm just multitasking for a couple minutes.
That's weird. Hey, Pat. That's weird. Camera's not working either.
How do we get Dwight in here? Let's see. I don't know how to get Dwight up there. And I have to find Google here. Yeah, you're still there, Dwight, huh? And Pat's... Yeah, well, you still didn't find it? All right. Let's see here. Well, you got to go up to the, yeah, all right. That won't work. I don't think so. Okay, so should be here. Let me see what we got here. No, that's not it. That's the old.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the new one. All right. Well, Let me see if I can send it to Dwight. I might send it to you email-wise. Hold on a second, Dwight. As soon as I find you on email. Yeah, if I got you. Wolford? I don't know if I got the right. What's your last name, Dwight? Oh, okay, that's not it then. Hold on a second. See if I can find something here.
It's GaryWall@gmail.com. Gary Wall is
What's it again?
Gary Wall at
No, I don't have it. Darn it. And I can't understand you too well either,
Want to
unfortunately.
put it on Facebook, John?
Yeah, let's put it on Facebook. Do you got a Facebook, Dwight, or not?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Hold on a second.
Want me to? I won't do that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me just get another object going here. All right.
Could go to YouTube, I guess, and do it. Let me shut the microphone.
Let's see here. I should have been able to pick you up. I swear I had correspondence from you. So that would have come across on my Gmail.
Was it on Cloudy Nights?
Yeah, on Cloudy Nights it should have come. Here he is. Google Hangouts. No, that's... Yeah, here it is. Dwight's replied to a personal conversation. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. There you go. All right.
I put it on YouTube also, Don.
Yeah, he doesn't do YouTube, so yeah, good. Thank you. Now you guys have a different link than I gave out to the old site, so hopefully mine works.
This one ends in FC1. Mine does. I don't know why, but.
Oh, well, I won't worry about that. I can't even get my camera to come up, so that's okay. I'll just put the blank on.
All right.
Don, I figured out your F ratio. You're exactly at f5.5.
5.5, so it
Yes.
didn't really change much.
Yeah, you're at 1.21 arc seconds per pixel.
Okay, so the yeah, did it work?
Yep.
Okay, I guess he's gone. I don't know if he got in here or not. Oh, there he is.
Dwight's
There
in.
he is. And we got Pat. Okay, I'm going to close the other site down.
Oh, Dwight just dropped off.
Well, he's got the
He's got the link.
So.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
your field of view is almost 21 by 28 arc minutes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering why I'm not seeing this thing. Am I on the? Okay. Well, so the
Looks like
focal
Mark-
reducer is almost the same. I can't tell where this is. Let's kick this up some more. Oh, there it is. We'll try.
All right, I'm in.
Welcome back, Dwight.
Yeah, finally. Stupid iPad.
come on.
You guys are gonna go say hi to Mark, and then I'll put the baby to bed. I'll see you guys in a few.
Okay. Oh, this is really weird. All right. I will leave it go there, and all right. And let me get on that. And this should be 120 seconds. All right. I'll be right back. We're going to do 97. It's almost centered, but a little off, but should be coming up in 2 minutes.
Yeah, update from Big L. He said he couldn't get split cam to lasso around the camera preview for the other NSN, so he gave up on that. That's about it.
Hey, Chris, how's your weather up there?
Well, it's going to improve tomorrow, Bob. We're going to get 5 clear straight nights.
Wow.
And the temperatures are starting to go up a little bit better than when I was out before. So I should be out. I don't know what I'm going to use, though. Maybe put back the Exterminator or something, because I don't have the Infinity. It's gone back.
Where'd you have to go send it back to?
Well, because I had it sent to Joe, and he sent it to me to save a little bit. I have to send it back to Joe, and Joe will send it back to Woodland.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah, because they do the tax here. If I get it here, you know how it is.
I understand. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's too bad.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's meant to be. It's meant to be. I'm sure I'll get another one. Hopefully this time. I don't even know if they check the cameras, Bob. I doubt it.
You know, I know that they're probably pretty rushed now. I know a lot of people are really, buying those things up.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, it's too bad, but mine's been okay so far, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was really weird. I would have to do a 60 to 90 second exposure on M82, and the histogram was right up against the left side, hardly moved towards the right.
That's not right. What was wrong with it?
It could be they don't know. I think it could be a gain setting or something. I don't know.
Thought maybe the firmware was screwed up or something.
Yeah, I got some images. Let me just pull them up, and I'll share the screen after and show you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. It's midnight, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right.
Take care, Joe.
Okay, Joe. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you very
Have a
much.
good day.
Bye.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah. Thanks for being on here.
Take care, bud.
Good night.
Yeah.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Joe.
Did Joe give you guys a NEEF report? How was NEEF?
Yeah, he was there 2 days. He said it was busier this year than last year.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Let me open up. I'll show you. These were weird.
I don't know if anybody is on YouTube or not.
Lots of room now.
Yeah. Too bad you can't have two hangouts at once.
You can on 2 different computers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, I went to see Jack over the weekend. You know, he was up at Chiefland, and when he gets set up, boy, he's got all kind of equipment out there. He's about 12 by 12 tent, and got 3 or 4 monitors going at once. That's quite interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we're not doing.
All right.
All right, Chris, I got your phone here.
Yeah, I'll pull this up. Just going to share this. I have it here. Hey, can you see that, Bob?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this was a 30-second exposure of M3.
That's the first one, right?
Yeah, you can see the histograms way over here.
I only see your screen of your files, all the files, about 10 or 12 of them.
Oh, I see. Okay, I don't think this was. That doesn't show up right there, right?
Not yet.
Just seeing the thumbnails. Oh, wait a minute.
How about now?
Blank screen.
Yeah. Big but blank.
You have to pick the file out of the green with the green.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me go back to Google Hangouts.
Dwight, do you see up in the upper left-hand corner the blue square? That's where you click on the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, is that showing now or no?
No, Chris, we had the full screen. Now it's back to your normal image. Your whatever.
Yeah, we did see your desktop there.
Okay.
Yeah, click on the green, bring the files up, then click on the file you want to show.
Okay, so click on the green.
Correct. A bunch of files will come up.
Yeah, and if you might want to go and scroll possibly
Right.
on the right there, you might have more images.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing that, and I hit shared.
No, don't share. Just
don't.
Yeah, just click on it. Yeah, that one. Wherever one you want. Double click it.
Okay, I'll comment. That one there, okay.
Okay, we got it.
You got it?
Yeah. What is that?
Oh, no, that's Don's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to share that.
That's done.
It's not coming up at all. See, just that one's going to come up.
Okay.
Well, if I do that, will this come up here?
Wow, I never
Stars.
seen in the 200s before. Holy smokes.
Does that come up at all, Bob, or no?
Yeah, I've got
Oh,
or M3, but the histogram's buried right to the left.
Yeah, I'll expand that a little larger.
I've never seen that before. It always
No.
starts at least 1,000 or 50, 800 or so.
That's really weird. And so that's M3. That's 30 seconds. That's M82. Now, you see the blue bar that I'm talking about? Don was saying he had a green. I
Yeah,
had
but
this
you don't
weird-
have the latest software.
No,
Yeah.
this was, Don. This is the latest beta.
1.3?
Yep. Yep, it's the latest beta that I downloaded. I
Yours
uninstalled.
has little bars, horizontal bars.
Yeah, blue horizontal bars.
Now you can see that's a 90-second exposure, and look at the histogram. It's only right here.
I wonder if you're not getting the software to load right. Ask Joe to test out your camera.
Yeah.
Before he sends it to Woodland.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because it may be your software is not being loaded right, and it's just.
Are you running it as an administrator? On Windows 10 you need to run it as an administrator. I know that.
I'm using Windows 7, and I wasn't running it as an administrator. No.
I don't know about 7. I still have M3 up. Is that what we're looking at? Same one?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I switched them, so that doesn't switch.
I'm still seeing M3.
Okay. We close that. I'll just bring up individual then. That's the only way to do it.
Dark, I can't really tell, but
Can you see M81 now? 80?
no.
No, okay.
Still M3.
Still M3. Oh, because I'm sharing it on M3. Okay.
Don't. Yeah.
Let me.
You don't need to share it. Just click on it.
Okay.
Like changing your avatar or whatever.
Does that work?
Not yet. Nope. Back to the red circle.
Still. That's.
Let me see if I'll put your screen, Chris. I'll whatever you do on your screen will come up on mine now.
Okay.
So you can see it.
Oh yeah. I see. Okay. Google Hangouts entire screen.
Want me to show you or?
No, that's fine. I'm just going through share.
Okay.
It gives me the entire screen, Google Hangouts, and Attic Infinity. Well, I want to do Attic Infinity. So if I highlight that, do I pick share?
No, just pick the file you want.
Okay, I did that. And do you hit the X to close it?
Wait, let me pick my screen again. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my fault.
No, there. There we go. I'll leave the screen up.
Yeah, and I don't think that you'll be able to see that. It doesn't really matter there if that doesn't come through because it just there's something wrong with the camera.
Well, it never should start all the way on the left. That's not right.
Yeah, that's what it's doing even for M82, M51.
Any of those should start
Over 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm at 200, 300 range at 90 seconds.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many seconds, Chris. It matters. It matters on the light pollution, and it varies from well, I mean, it does matter, but it'll go from 800 to 2,000, something like that.
Yeah, the more light pollution you have, that peak goes to the right more.
Right. Yes.
And I'm in a large city, but I had the light pollution filter, so I should have been at least at 1,000.
I would try not using any filters when you first play with the camera, and then.
Yeah, I could try it. I'm gonna have Joe though test it to see, because Don has a point. Maybe it's just the computer loading the software.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Save
Yeah.
a lot of trouble.
Yep.
If it's something, lots of times it's the simple things.
Yep. Yeah, an extra day or two that Joe has it, it's no big deal. Better to be safe than sorry, and emails as well test it. Do you see the red you're getting, Don?
Yep.
That's what I was saying about Joe with his new filter. He's not getting that red around there.
Oh, no?
No.
I'm getting more red around this with this camera than I did with the with any other camera I've used.
That's nice.
Yeah, I don't get that much with the Mellencam.
Mm-hmm. And you have the colors in the 3 stars.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, blue, red, and this is a white one, but I don't know whether that's supposed to be yellow or not. This is red. This is blue.
Who knows? I've only seen it as white.
That's nice. And you're at a full 2 minutes.
Yeah. There's no sense. This could take 3 minutes and be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a galaxy right by that bright star above it. I wonder if that's starting to show up my screen. I'm on an iPad mini, so my screen's kind of small.
Oh, yeah, there is one. I see it.
What, this one here?
No, the one just above and to the left of the owl. There's a fairly bright star there.
Yeah, this one here?
No, really close to it. Next one to your right. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Over the galaxy there, but I can't see it on my screen. Doesn't mean that
right here.
There. A little bit closer, right? The star is actually covers part of the galaxy.
Yeah, touches. Yeah, it should be there.
I don't see it. I only see this one here.
There's a galaxy at the bottom.
There's a galaxy right here.
And the bottom left, there's one too.
And lots of other galaxies.
Yeah.
I know the one you're talking about, Dwight. It's mushed in with the star.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're getting a little bit of slop here on the. Let's see what we're doing. Oh, it's calmed down some.
I'm finding some limits with the 80 millimeter telescope. One thing is colors. I don't get bright colors with a smaller scope. I know we all know that the F number is important, but even if they're the same, larger scopes definitely give me more color.
Mm-hmm.
The image detail is about the same, but the colors are much better with the
Just wondering whether refractors are going to reduce your color.
Yeah.
Because Jim Turner has the same issue.
Really?
Color-wise.
I don't know why, but it's definitely true. You've got so much more color than I have with the refractor.
Yeah, well, there's no way for me to boost color other than to go down to these guys down here. And
well, I have a feeling. I have never tried the Infinity on the C14, and I really want to. I'm going to give it a shot as soon as we get a nice sky.
Yeah, you should. I think it will go good.
Yeah, I really like using the Infinity software. I mean, I like AstroToaster. Don't get me wrong, but it's just so much easier to do, for fooling around. So I want to try that. I see about the colors anyway.
Yeah. Well, I've tried on that adapter we got. It works pretty good. It's pretty close to what I was expecting. So I'm able to get the 10-inch to f3.7.
Wow.
That should work good.
Hey, Chris.
Mm-hmm.
You would have liked to have been with me at Chiefland this weekend. The guy came up there, and he has a 14-inch RC by Astrotech. The beautiful setup, man. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
It is, definitely.
A 14-inch?
I never heard of a 14.
Oh, truss.
Truss, right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I helped him mount it, and it's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to go to 106 and 94 and
I could figure out how to
63 and 64. I'm going to do 64 too.
And 51.
51. Wales hasn't crossed over. We have the Cocoon galaxies that do. Still haven't gotten them as good as I did with the 414.
Well, that's the 2-minute limit here, Don. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, the Cocoon galaxies weren't 3 minutes. They were much shorter exposure than that.
Looks nice, though. I'm telling you, it looks not bad.
Yeah, let me get that mouse out of the way.
Okay, that should be showing, guys. That's the M82. I don't know if you click on if that comes up.
Yeah, M82's there.
Okay, Don and Bob, can you see that's f3.7? A little bit of vignetting in the corners, but the comb is not too bad. There's a tiny bit, but it's acceptable, so I can stay at 3.7.
But boy, you're starting so low. But I mean, the picture looks fine. It looks great. I mean,
Yeah, but look at the peak.
yeah, that's not right.
No, and this bar should be green up here.
Why is that? Yeah, it's blue. What the heck?
It is weird, and that's a 92nd.
It all looks like software. Seriously.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah. But I was happy at least with the field of view is pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a shame you didn't try it terrestrially, did you?
No.
It would have been interesting because you could have put it on your other computer in the house.
Well, I brought it in the house with the cap on it, like a dark.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting a green bar. It was fine, but I couldn't tell yet I took the cap off, and I couldn't really get a good idea of this peak because of it. I should have had it in a scope or a lens or something. Right. Oh, well.
Okay.
Sorry, Bob?
No, I just wondering what your FWH was. What the number was there.
Okay.
Oh, it was crazy.
It's a big number, right?
Yep.
That's not right. It should be 3.4, not 34.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
just...
it depends on the object.
Well, but 34 is pretty high, Don.
Mm.
Yeah. Let me check. I'll just open it.
I thought I saw.
34.5.
That's unreal, I think.
Yeah.
It's like the whole bias in the camera is screwed up or something.
Well, the guy Andrew at the Portugal, he asked me to send him a bias frame, and I did as a fits. And as soon as he got back and said the camera was good when it left, but something went wrong with it, so send it back.
All right.
So they checked the bias, and there is a problem with it.
Okay. I wonder. Well, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You never know. I mean, too bad.
Yeah. Well, Don got the first one, so, 2 of us out of 4.
Oh.
I tell you.
Yeah, both mine seem to be okay, but.
Yeah. And Mark had 3 screws loose, he was saying, inside. Yeah.
You sometimes worry about buying the first run of something, but then on the second note, the first one may be the ones they check out the best.
That's true. Well, I think now they're using a little bit more care and a little bit of Loctite on them.
That's too bad.
Because I had no screws loose. My CCD sensor, the window, had just a couple of dust specks. I think Don and Jim were saying you guys had a lot. Mine wasn't too bad.
I know 5 guys that I know locally here have bought them, and so far they've been so good, okay.
Well, apparently Joe was told by Steve Attic at the NEAF they sold something like 2,000, 2,500 of them or something.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
60, 70% of them was color.
Yeah, I get emails all the time. People.
Better see if they're selling stock.
I know.
Well, this is good because if that really does take off a little bit, maybe they'll consider another camera because the software is pretty good. And
I think they weren't expecting it to go as big as this. I think it's a lot better than what they anticipated. Yeah.
It's slow at first. Not too many people bought it. For about 6 months I've had mine, and just a few people had them.
Mm.
I'd like to be able to tell them this is, well, 3-4 years ago I wanted you to give me a demo 314. You could have had big sales off of that.
True.
So, Don, what focal reducer are you using with this camera?
I'm using a 0.5x.
Okay, just the thread in.
Thread in 1.25 inches. It's actually an Attic one that I got when I bought a used Steadicam.
Hmm.
Oh, wow.
How far away from the CCD are you? About.
Right on the nose piece that came with the camera.
All right, so you're not getting any. You're not cutting the cone down at all then.
Oh gosh, no! You can go quite a bit out before you cut the cone down.
Okay.
Yeah. So there
I
wouldn't,
know Oklahoma for sure.
wouldn't
Mistake.
matter if you went to a 2-inch then.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that 2-inch to come in.
Yeah.
I have all the spacers that I can try it with. I still got to try my Optec, but I got to figure out a way to put a homemade type of tubing on it.
$55.
So I can figure out the spacing.
I'm using one for the one of the original cameras with 8mm spacing. It's selling $65, so I didn't want to buy it, but I did.
Yeah, that's $65. So I don't want to buy another one, and then I don't know whether that's the right size or what.
Well, I went to T, so then I got a bunch of different T's. I even got them a half a millimeter, quarter millimeter, 2 millimeters, plus the normal 5s, 10s, and 7s.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can do the adjustments. I do all my cameras with T now.
Yeah, because it'd be nice to be able to get the Optec down to in the 4 region.
Yeah.
I've got an Optec, but it's the old one, and it's really close. It's really touchy. It's only like 50 millimeters.
Well, they're very touchy, and they're recommend. Well, they claimed it was going to work with this camera, but I know it's not going to work. Nobody's gotten it to work yet.
Yeah, mine. I still have problems. Mine works, but it's not the way I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, this one's not bad. There's a little bit of there's some vignetting, but the vignetting doesn't really show up until you stretch the heck out of it.
Yeah.
What we really need is some good focal reducers.
Well, I don't know what that's going to be. Probably some sort of a business for somebody coming out with that, but it's going to come out as the trend goes. I think we're going to find more and more larger chips, and we're going to have to go to astrographs.
I think so too.
Bite the bullet.
Because I think Rock's supposed to be working on that MFR 10 or something, a 2-inch, but I don't know what stage he's at. I think he's maybe has some issues in testing still.
Yeah, well, I have no confidence in him making focal reducers.
Yeah.
Not easy to do, I'll tell you.
It's not. And I think what it is, I don't know whether he's trying to redesign them or what, or whether he's
got a bunch of
buying them from somebody and then trying different stuff. But
yeah, he's got a bunch of lenses and cells that he's putting all together and rearranging different patterns and everything and trying it that way. But I think it's a lot harder than what he thought.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I bought the Astrotech for the 80 millimeters, one made for it. It was the best thing I ever did. It's about $150, but it was worth every penny.
Yeah. But I think Don's right. If you go into these larger sensors, we're going to have to upgrade the scopes.
Yep.
To astrographs.
Yeah, that's why I was almost tempted today to seriously was considering the Intes MN74.
Nice.
But a night like tonight, it would have been all over the place with the wind.
Yeah, it's a long tube.
Well, it's 27 inches long. It's not real long.
No.
I haven't been using my C11 HD very much because of the focal reduction, and I just don't feel like paying $500 to Celestron to get that's too much money.
You can get a Me 10-inch f4 Schmidt Newtonian for I think they're going for like $400.
Not bad. That's good.
The only concern I have with a Schmidt Newtonian is that they're a bear to collimate. From what I understand.
I used a laser collimator with mine. It worked great.
Oh yeah.
Takes me about 2 minutes to collimate, but it doesn't hold collimation worth a hill of beans.
No, then I have no interest in something like that.
Yeah.
I got enough trouble with my own mistakes, let alone the scope that isn't going to maintain collimation.
No, it doesn't.
That's like after the 8
Take
inches.
it off the mount and put it back on. You have to touch up the collimation, just like a Newtonian.
Yeah. One guy was commenting on it was a Cloudy Nights or Starlight Stargazers Lounge that he was using the Hyperstar. He'll never go back to it because the housing of the Hyperstar sticks to the corrector and he can't get it off, and it's a night.
I agree.
I read that.
Yeah, Tim Patton had a problem with his. He had to send his scope to Celestron. He couldn't get the secondary to release.
Wow, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't. I'd be nervous putting that much money in having that.
I had to go buy a Holtec Smith laser, the laser collimator, the big one. Holtec has. Well, I got 3 of them. I mean, the C14, C11, and the C8. So it was worth it. But I've got my collector plates a couple times and screwed up. So that thing does work, though. It'll get it back in for you.
Okay. But you're still happy with the refractor? You don't see yourself going back the other way?
No, I'm finding limits now. I'm pushing the refractor, and I'm finding limits.
Yeah.
Like I said, the monkey head that I had up there before, that's about the best I can do. I want to do it with the Hyperstar and the C14 to see how much better it is. But there are limits on the refractors, and that's color. You don't get as much color, and of course it's a refractor, but
your focal length too.
A small refractor doesn't collect enough light, I think, for the colors as a bigger scope would.
Yeah, and the focal length's too short for a lot of.
These these chips aren't really designed to zoom out on. I mean, you can zoom maybe 2 to 1.
Yeah.
And that's about it. So it's really tough when you go to a short focal length.
Yeah.
I like this focal length. The only penalty you're paying is exposure time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like running an amp glow camera.
I love my Hyperstar, but I will not use it portable like the C11 or the C8. I don't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would really love to have a 14 or 16-inch camera here. I mean, a scope.
Yeah, but you got to have an observatory. But
yeah, I mean, I could put an 11-inch on my mount and cover it over and leave it outside, but
the best bang for the buck is the RASA. It really is. By the time you buy the Hyperstar and a C11 or something like that, you got some money.
What's the price of the RASA?
34 something.
Scope out the Telegizmo cover over the 11 on the mount outside all the time.
Yeah, it's 30. I think it's 3,400. It's about $400 more than the HD.
Right.
The only disadvantage to it is you're at f2.1.
Yeah, you can't change that.
You can't change 2.1, 2.2. I forget what it is exactly.
I may sell my C11. I don't use it anymore.
Yeah. Well, the 14 is in your observatory, right?
Yeah, and I got a C8. I got a C8 HD and a C11 HD, and really the 11's just too heavy,
Yeah.
Not that much more of an advantage over the 8, to be honest with you.
No.
You could look for one of those old Meade LX6s. Our club's got one, a 10-inch F6 Schmidt Cassegrain.
They're nice, but they're heavy.
Yeah, it's on an LXD 200 mount right now.
That's looking good, Don.
Yeah, I'm changing the. Yeah, I like this feature here. This number.
Yeah.
SD, whatever the heck.
That's pretty.
Yeah, you can fine tune it. You see how you have the arrows and that? They gotta have something like that for the histogram.
Nice. Hey, I don't know if you ever talked to Attic about this, but I hate having those darn numbers come up when I want to adjust that.
Yeah, I already mentioned that. They said that'd be no problem to get rid of them.
Well, because you're not used to it.
Yeah. It just tells you what your axis is exactly. It's
I don't care. I want to adjust the picture.
I know, it's a pain in the butt. You can't grab it. It's in the way.
I don't know why they did that. That's stupid.
This one isn't bad. It's when you work with the black level,
right?
It gets in your way sometimes.
Yeah. And that double clicking on the black level always. I always got to go back to automatic to get it set right. Then I can start over again. It's easier.
And I'm wondering why they don't have the gamma independent of the white black.
Well, a lot of I've seen what it is. I think this is a canned routine that they've worked into the software.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they've written this in their own design or whether they have this thing pre-canned and they've thrown it in into the software.
Yeah. Hang on a sec, Don. Am I seeing your full well at 34, 31?
31, yeah. That seems high.
Yeah, but that's going to be because of this.
Oh.
Yeah, because they have you got to read that number on a single star. That's what it's full.
Yeah,
like.
this thing is worthless when it comes to an object. You have to have stars.
Because I was watching Mark's video and he was complaining about that for focusing, and he's doing it wrong. You have to have only one star in the field when you're using that number.
Yeah, I'm down to 2.1. At least I was at the beginning of this show.
Yeah, you're doing okay. You jumped up a little bit, but
yeah, I mean it's easy enough to go and we go to the next object. We'll play that game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to go to 5 and I'm going to move on.
That looks good though, Don. Very nice.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not as good as I got with the 414.
Mm-hmm.
And that 414, these stars really stand out. Along here, they almost look 3D.
You see Attic
H2 regions along that one curved arm.
Mm.
There's a whole chain of H2 regions along there, the little beads. You can see them in this image too, though.
Mm-hmm. Do you see Attic coming out with their 414, all their CCD, working with Infinity down the road?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't see why. I think they want to keep that to that video / I call it live imaging cameras.
Yeah.
I still think that term is right.
I like it. It makes sense.
Well, why would you want to do that? I mean, you'd sell more cameras if you keep it this way.
Yeah.
Maybe go to 4 or 5 minutes and a little more resolution. If they could do that, I don't know. Have you guys figured out how they do the dark field stuff or dark frame stuff?
I think it's they're using like a despeckle sort of algorithm.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
I noticed it does come up, like the first frame that comes up, it's only like a few seconds or a second out of a 30. I usually use 30 seconds for most everything. And it's pretty good, really, but it shows all the hot pictels and stuff, and then that goes away after the frame is done.
Mm-hmm. As soon as it stacks one.
Yeah. As soon as the first one full frame comes out. But before the frame, it has a preview image, I should say, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They must be getting the data from that.
Yeah. Your field of view is pretty good there, Don. Like, I see a little bit of vignetting in the corners, but as you said, when AstroToaster had it enhanced it, like it expanded a lot more. It brought out the vignetting. That was really kind of strange. I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I think you're best to have it like this. I think the AstroToaster's overdoing it, overexpanding and everything.
Have you guys tried just stacking images with Infinity and then putting it into AstroToaster to adjust the colors and stuff?
Yeah, Don tried that.
Okay, no stacking. Was it any good or not worth it?
I think Don said for the amount of work, it wasn't worth it.
Gotcha. Yeah. All right. Pretty much the same then.
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice.
Gotta say one thing too.
Go ahead, Bob.
The software is easy to use. Anybody can do this. I mean, and I've been using the automatic thing, and it comes out pretty darn close. like what Don's doing. They're mean.
Mm-hmm.
And,
It's like Milo Slick. That's an easy program to use.
yeah, yes it is.
Mm-hmm. I always thought that record button was to record your show, but from what I've been told by Joe, it's to capture images.
Well, yeah, and it saves them in a file, and then you can play it back again with that play button, or you can go ahead and just stack from there. You know, just feed them right in the AstroToaster.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty neat.
It'll work. I did it before.
Hmm.
So each image is saved as a fit in a file of your choice.
Mm-hmm.
So you could suck it up with AstroToaster if you pick that file directory.
Right. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's clumsy, but it works. Yeah, there you go. Don's got a bunch of them.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
See? It works.
184 kilobytes. They're not too big.
Right. That's kind of cool. What I do like about this is I don't have to clean my files out like I do with AstroToaster. You know, dump all that garbage that you don't use.
Yeah, AstroToaster does make a lot of files. You're right.
Now that's a document? What the heck is that? They call it a document, eh?
Yeah, I think it is.
Hmm.
And you can't open that up anywhere. You have to use Infinity software.
Oh, you can't right-click and open it as a fit?
I don't think so.
Go to Fits Liberator or something?
I tried to open up one before with Maxim and it wouldn't.
Oh, really? Should be able to, I think.
If Don can
Okay.
choose up.
No, nothing there, eh? But AstroToaster likes it. I mean, it'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing AstroToaster, I think, is TIFFs it doesn't like.
Looks like M94 coming up next.
Oh, yeah.
Stars around. A little bit double star at the top.
How did Don get them both up? I think he opened it up and on top of the other one. Don's up to his tricks there. I'm just looking more now, Bob, for simplicity.
Oh, Chris, it truly is a really nice experience most of the time with this camera.
Yeah, because we don't get a lot of clear nights over the year. Probably maybe 50 a year, 60 a year, and I want to spend it, the quality, and just get out there and look and not fuss with any software anymore. I'm tired of it.
I agree, and that's why I'm using that Alt-Az setup I got. Chris, when I go to a start party, the first night's usually just set doing the alignments. I don't get anything done,
Yeah.
Now 2 minutes later, I'm off and running.
That's good. That's really good.
We're going to run this at 60 seconds.
Okay, Don. Hey, Don, I was going to ask you a question. I'm noticing it good now, but in the camera I had too, and the others, I see a black line on the left.
Yeah, we all have that.
Okay, that's...
Jim has the same thing too.
Yeah, I noticed one.
There's two of them here, actually.
Let me see if I do. I don't think so.
Got to really stretch it, Bob.
I'm gonna try to share and stretch here if I can figure out how to do it.
Well, this is off of binning in the Finder mode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's only in the Finder mode you notice it, Don?
Well, you'll see when this first image comes up.
Stretches a whole bunch. Where's the?
You won't notice really too much with it.
Okay. That's one thing with that camera I had. I did get the peak to the 1000 range within a few seconds when I was using that binning, which was strange.
Really?
Yep.
It sounds like the bias on the chip is messed up or something, I swear.
Yep.
Hey guys, here's my, how you like my horse head? I think that was pretty nice over the weekend.
Yeah, your horse head was good.
Pretty decent.
Just got a dark screen right now, Bob.
Oh, I do?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Man, the same thing you're doing. I can't do it. Oh, really? Dark screen.
Is this thing doing anything? Okay, it's coming up. There we go.
There we go, Don. It's still dark, Bob. You're
All right.
right, Don. I think we need a countdown counter.
Sure do.
Oh, let's just see what I can do. Yeah, mine's showing up light, a lighter one actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
See right there, you have the outer halo done. And
Yeah,
one-
we got this one, but then there's this one out here too. There's this one all the way out here. Whoops.
Yeah, the big outer one. I'm saying.
Oh,
That's good.
that's the one I'm always interested in getting. When I can get that, I know I have good transparency.
Right, and that's only one image.
Yep. Yeah, it's 60 seconds, and it's probably more than we really need with this core this way.
You know, as soon as it hits number 2 stack, it really looks good. There you go, Bob.
All right, that's the original image. Can you see it darker now?
Yeah.
Okay, now I stretched everything. Here's the stretched version.
I see a bar on the left, but it's right on the edge.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. The darker one, yeah.
And on the top, too.
Yep. Yeah, it's there even in the original. I see that now. I wonder if that's from the stacking.
Possibly. A little bit of a drift in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I stacked for a long time.
Yeah.
That's probably, because I notice if you really stack a whole bunch, it does like just like AstroToaster does or DSS. It'll shift the image, the whole square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is, I think. The stars are right, but the image gets shifted that much over time.
Yeah, you would have to see that in a single image to see if that's there, but I think it's a shift.
All right.
Over time. Nice image. Nice image, by the way.
There's the original.
Okay. Oh, lost it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, that's from the stacking. See if I can go back to it.
I'll be right back.
Darn monkey head.
Okay,
That's the best I could do.
That's not bad.
I don't know. Mark did one to blow your socks off with his Raz one night. Just beautiful. I can't produce what he did.
And this was at Chiefland?
Yeah, 80 millimeter. I could probably adjust it a little bit. Let me see. Try the brightness.
Play with the contrast a bit.
There we go. That's about it.
About color, can you go into color?
Or do the colors, put a little more color, that might help. Yeah, it needs more saturation. That's about it, though, right there.
Yeah, see, that stands out even more.
One thing I noticed, if I do the blue, go to the blue a little bit, it helps, like right that.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, I couldn't do much better. That was it. I'm not happy with it.
Mm.
It's there. These were 50 seconds, 12 of them, 650 seconds total.
Oh, okay.
On Alt-Az. Isn't that amazing?
Looks good. What's the yellow part under below there? That's
right here.
No, in up in the image, right by the chin.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, what is that? Is that Galaxy?
Star, it almost looks like, or something, or I don't know.
Very interesting.
It is there though. I have to take a picture of a good one and look at it. I don't know.
You got a Galaxy or something just on the opposite side of the chin, where it looks like a star. Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
That's very nice.
Well, for an 80 millimeter, again, I'm finding limits.
Yeah.
I was super happy with it last week. This week, I'm not as happy.
Well, remember, there's not one scope for all purposes. Right?
You know how that gets to say, let's see what we can do now. Never stop, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Tell you what, though, this camera is fairly sensitive. It gets nice galaxies. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
These aren't bad. See, I don't have color like Don does. The 8-inch scope is a lot better.
And Don has a filter on, too.
Ah. Yeah, these are without filter. One thing I will say, though, this one isn't too bad. This is 18 seconds times 26.
There's a good color in there.
Yeah, for Leo Trio, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom it in a little more here. There you go. Not too bad. It's a good optics, Chris. That scope's a good scope.
What scope is it? 80 millimeter?
Astrotech, the new Astrotech 80 millimeter with the Astrotech reducer.
Is that a doublet?
Triplet.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, it's only $750. That's what I thought was nice.
Jeez, that's cheap for a triplet Apple.
Yeah.
You can get a 127 for $12.99 now. Triplet.
Yeah. That's a big scope, though.
That's amazing. That's cheap. Back years ago, I paid in 2004. I probably paid for my William Optic 5-inch. About over $3,000 US.
Yep. Oh, this is their brand new line. I waited 6 months to get the scope. So.
Wow. Sounds like. And how's the focusers?
2.5 inch. It's real nice.
No image shift.
Cruise 2.5 inch. Got a rotator. Got a center. You got center adjustments for your CCD.
Okay.
Nice setup. Smooth.
No image shift at all in the focuser. No slop.
Not hard to tell with this stuff, because I'm using a mask all the time. But I haven't done much planetary. But no, it looks okay.
Yeah. So when you focus, like the star doesn't move.
No, it doesn't move. No.
Okay.
Not at f4.8 anyway.
Right. That's the problem I had years ago with William Optic. Their focusers were crap back then.
I know. I used to have I had a 115. That was a nice scope. An M115 was a doublet, but it was a good quality doublet.
Nice. I had a nice triplet. Their lens was made by Tech Oil Space. Again, the focuser was not the greatest, but their machining's nice. But just rack and pinion, and it had some too much play in it.
Got rid of that camper. I got a new camper now, so.
Nice. You're all set.
Hey, I could do this here legally, right? How's that? That kind of started off a lot of cameras, I think. There's the scope, Chris.
Nice. Nice little setup. I feel like bringing out the steak dinner and the candles and.
Joe had a fit when I put this on the old NSN.
Did he?
I got a phone call like you wouldn't believe. Oh yeah, he phone call for a half-hour conversation.
Oh, well, back then Joe would get the slack from Rock.
Oh, I know. That's what we find about.
Copyright. You know, you got to be careful.
It's open source.
Yeah.
I learned how to do it. That's how I did it.
Going long on this one, Don.
Details starting to come out now. What are we doing? 60 seconds? Yeah, 60 seconds.
Galaxy. I tell you, Don, I like this feature, this finder.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it too.
Yeah.
I'm running it 4 times binning.
Really? Wow. Pretty cool.
2 times binning, it's a little bit hard. 4 times, it's...
I was playing with that earlier. I noticed that goes up to 8 binning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me stop the screen sharing.
Oh, yeah. Perfect for centering. I like this Galaxy. This is nice.
Yeah, we'll try this at 60. I think that should be okay.
Don, did you ask him about that black line thing?
No, I didn't bother.
Okay, it's just something.
It disappears.
Yeah, it's not really a big deal, but
There's 2 of them, actually. There's one right here, and there's this one here.
yeah. I see that.
The only thing is that those guys, I didn't see it. Jedi, when he posted with the black and white one, when he binned that image, the horse head, I didn't see that in the binning. So I don't know that would be annoying if you were binning, but this is no big deal. It's just a finder. It looks like it goes away in the regular unbinned, Don.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't notice it when you stretched it heavy in Astro Toaster? I didn't see anything.
No. Nobody just forgetting to put a guider on.
That was good already, Don.
Yeah. Look at a little Galaxy in the lower right.
Running 60. I'm using 20 or 30 seconds. I probably want 40.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. Oh, you're at what? 4? Is it 4 point something, Bob?
What's that?
Your F ratio.
Yeah, it comes out to 4.8, Chris.
And Don's at 5.5. So that definitely makes a difference.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
Natively, that scope is f6.
Yeah. So do you think for this camera you need to be under f5?
I personally think so.
Yeah.
Anything under f5 is good. F5 is okay, you know. It likes the little faster though. I don't know. I've never tried it on the f2 yet or f1.9. You know, I've never put it on the big scope yet.
That will be fast.
Yeah, I've been waiting for Night Skies to open up really to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I, be able to broadcast it. I could do it on YouTube, I guess, but
yeah,
it's I don't know. I haven't been in the pod in a long time. I've been playing with the little scope.
Yeah, but you have it. You might as well use it.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm getting to the limits of the little scope now. I want to do something different.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. You're, undersampled a lot, eh?
Yeah.
Your 80 millimeter would probably do even better if the pixels were smaller, but then you lose sensitivity.
Right. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I mean, I'm extremely. When I go places, if I just take the 80. I want to talk to people and do things rather than work. So.
Yeah.
And that auto alignment is right in the center all the time, Chris. Everything, every place in the sky. just amazing.
That's good.
I don't do anything. It works.
Like, look at what Don has in 2 images. Years ago, when we were broadcasting, we would have killed for this. This is nice.
Watch when about 4 or 5 come up, man. That thing's going to look good.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, Chris. After 4 or 5, it gets better, but you know.
The change is not as drastic.
It's drastic, right? I mean, 10 is nice, but it, you know.
Well, if you're doing 30 to 60 seconds exposure, most of us are about what, 5 minutes on an object.
Right.
So you can fit 6 stack.
Yeah.
While
I'm
you're
trying to keep around 3 minutes, personally. Just
yeah.
a goal, you know.
That's what I never understood this conversation about stacking is not observing. Like,
I don't either.
Why can't it be, if it's live stacking, why can't it be part of observing? That's what I'm against.
It is.
I think it belongs in observing. Why not? You know, we're on an object. Like, listen, if you're going to spend 5 minutes on an object, right?
Right.
And you're doing 30 seconds exposure with a Mellencam, and it refreshes every 30 but not stacking. What is the difference if you're looking at the object for 5 minutes and stacking 6 live on the fly and improving the detail?
I don't see any difference. I think it's just the technology. It's the way to do it.
Yeah. I really don't see a problem with stacking not being part of near live observing.
I mean, even with an eyepiece, you're usually there for 5 minutes, Chris.
Of course. Yeah.
Well, it's like if you took 10 5-minute exposures and stacked them up, is that 50 minutes exposure, or is it compared to a single 50-minute exposure? It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, 1/30th of a second and doing 128 of them. You know, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't see a difference, really. You know. I like stacking. I like live stacking. I've always liked it. As soon as Bill with Milo Slick brought that out, I fell in love with stacking.
That was probably a really, I would call it an innovation in this video, whatever we're doing in astronomy, you know.
You're right. I think that was one of the biggest changes in what we're doing a few years back, what, 5 years, 6 years ago.
Yeah. I remember when it first came out, you and I were playing with it, and just we were totally amazed.
Well, I remember years ago before Bill brought it out, I used to broadcast on NSN with Deep Sky Stacker Live, but the problem was I always had to go to a folder, create a new file for each object, capture, and you know, you were limited on what you can do with Deep Sky Stacker as far as adjustments. But this Milo Slick, this Infinity, it's wonderful.
You know, Chris, it's very difficult to tell somebody how to use stacking and all that stuff. I mean, you know, I mean, even it's a no-brainer for this and for Milo Slick, but even AstroToaster, as good as it is, it takes some, you know, you got to know what you're doing, especially when you change objects, you know, because it really can get you messed up.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah. It's difficult to explain how to do it. It really is.
Well, AstroToaster is getting a little bit swaying more into the imaging aspect, you know, because there's so much you can do. There's so many tools you can use.
Right.
But it is still live, like you're changing it in front of the audience, right? But it's a lot of fiddling, I find. I just don't want that anymore. I've done it enough, and I just want simplicity.
And AstroToaster to DSLR is just like Milo Slick to the Mellencams.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, DSLRs need a good software like Milo Slick or Infinity, and then maybe Astrolive USB might be the answer.
You know, I've got that, and I'm still having problems. I mean, it works, but I haven't played with. I mean, I play with it enough, but the new USB,
still some issues.
Yeah, I need to really spend more time with it, actually, but.
Well, there's so many features in Astrolive USB that it's going to take Kyle quite a while to perfect everything. When he's got darks in there, he's got curves, lots of good stuff, but it just has to be all fine-tuned, and that comes in time, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's great. I mean, it looks like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. I just question, that's looking good, Don, very good. I'm just questioning, Bob, how well Kyle's dark frame subtraction is going to work to get rid of the pixels. Are we going to have the black specks all over the place?
Yep.
You know, the only best one I've ever seen is Infinity that does that. You don't need darks, and it cleans it up.
You know, Chris, with the 414, when I put the cooler on, I don't have that problem. I don't take darks. I don't need them. With the cooler, if I have the cooler off, it's horrible.
Why though then? Okay, I don't understand that. I've been in it for years, and I understand the cooler, what it does. It cuts down on the noise, right? But
Yes.
how can the cooler eliminate all the hot, warm pixels when we use the Mellencam with a cooler, and there's still all these pixels?
I know.
Yeah, but the chip on the Mellencam never was brought down to minus 10 or minus 20 or minus 30 degrees centigrade.
I see. It was a very mild cool.
Very mild, because the claim was it was going to blow up.
And don't forget, Don, too, the pixels are bigger, so the hot pixels show up more. The warm pixels show more. Yeah, sometimes I can't even see the pixels with these CMOS sensors. They're so tiny. You know.
Well, this isn't that small. These, you're talking 6.75 or 4.5.
Yeah.
Versus 8.4, so it's not that much different.
But I wonder why. Like, I've watched some broadcasts, like what's his name, Chuck, and the pixels. Why are they so huge when they're only 8 point something? I don't know why people are getting big pixels.
I have a theory, Chris, and the problem is first of all, like, this camera is a full 16 bits. Okay, so we also have very deep wells.
That helps a lot.
The video cameras have shallow wells.
Yeah.
And you bloom them. You end up blooming.
And they're 8-bit.
Yeah, and you bloom it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
That's the reason, I believe.
It could be that. I don't know what scope Chuck. Do you guys know what scope Chuck was using?
He's got a couple of them. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're talking about Chuckles?
Yeah, Chuckles.
Yeah, he has a 7 or 8 inch refractor.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 7-inch Takahashi at f8, I think it is.
Okay, so we're not looking at that he's undersampling the images, making the pixels huge because he's using such a short focal length. So it's not only Chuckles. I've seen other broadcasts where the pixels are huge, the hot and warm pixels. They stand out like Christmas tree lights.
I
don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah. And I've seen some, like Dwight, I've watched yours, and Don, and myself. The pixels are big, but not as big. Like, there's a lot smaller.
They're real sharp, too. Very fine.
Yeah. I don't know what's causing it.
It might be the way he has his adjustments, Chris, maybe. I don't know.
Could be, yeah.
Could be C or, something like that.
Yeah, but Don makes a good point now about the cooler. The cooler's more aggressive in the CCD cameras, and that probably...
Yeah. Like I said before, I'm happy. I mean, I know it's kind of silly to have two 825 cameras, but they are different. They are.
So what makes you, Bob, not want to use your 414 with AstroToaster? Is it just too much work?
Oh, no. I use the 414 with AstroToaster all the time. Oh, yeah. No. That's all I use.
For live observing.
Yeah, and it works good, except that when you go to change subjects, it's klutzy. Okay, that's all I can say the word. You got to, if you don't clean out your files right, and you fool around with it. I mean, how many times have we seen, guys using it, and then they get a little frustrated halfway in the broadcast because something blows up, or you're running 6 softwares to get it running.
I was watching Mark. He was having issues with it.
Right, Mark, and and usually you don't have issues until you change objects.
Right.
And then you got to restart AstroToaster, stop it, clean it. Then you got to get rid of the files sometimes, and that software, AstroToaster, is great. It's not. It's more for DSLR where you're spending 4 or 5 minutes on an image. I mean, at a time, or a couple minutes, or whatever. It's right. For live, it could. I talked to him a little bit about that. There's some things that could be done to make it a smoother transition just to do live. First of all, you can dump all those files that you don't need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could maybe make it a choice. Either you're going to go live with it, then why keep all those extra files? Have a one clean button or something, and then start the subject. Yeah.
I had no issue with files or anything when I used the 414 those 2 nights. I sat back and I hardly did anything once I got it tuned in. Every once in a while I got in an area where I needed to adjust, and because I was playing around too much, but from going from one image to another, it was very easy.
Yeah, especially
your flow process you have down, Don, I guess is.
Yeah, but I only had 2 nights with the 414, and the first or second night with the 414 was my first or second time with AstroToaster.
Yeah.
So I was,
I was like that too, Don, with the Melicam and MiloSlick. Once I went to the Galaxies, they're all the same pretty well, and I had it set, and I just had to tweak very minor, because most of these Galaxies are all relatively the same brightness levels, right? It's just, I guess, if you're going from a nebula to a galaxy, then you got that big change.
Yeah.
But I see what Don's saying. So
I understand, and Don, you've got a lot of experience doing it. I mean, just the broadcast flow process. So what you're doing it good, and what works for you. I just seem to be. It's not a problem, and I do it too. But I gotta remember to do certain things sometimes. That's all. And then it does hang up once in a while, and it hangs up on everybody, really.
Right.
But yeah, I can see the couple nights. Yeah. Trust me, yes, I love AstroToaster. Don't get me wrong.
So if I could ask you, Don, if you could have a choice, start over again, what would you go with now that you've had both cameras running and everything?
Well, I don't. I like the ease of this thing. It really isn't all that bad. I just still have a strong feeling that I could get a better image out of the 414.
And you probably can, Don, but you're going to have to do a lot more work. That's all.
Well, it's not a lot more. A little more work. I don't see it as a lot more work because.
Have you tried using AstroToaster with the Infinity and playing it a little bit?
Yeah, I did tonight.
Did you take darks and all that?
No,
okay.
I won't do that.
All right. Well,
I'm not interested in doing that. You don't have to do it with the 414.
Yeah, because the cooler, you don't have to.
I agree. The Infinity is pretty noisy if you don't do that, as far as I'm concerned, using AstroToaster.
Even with the cooler on?
No, the Infinity.
Yeah, if you're the Infinity. Okay.
Yeah, if you're running the Infinity software, under Artemis and then using AstroToaster.
Right.
Quite a few warm pixels.
I couldn't live with those pixels. With 5 to 10 stacks, seeing them elongate the lines, red, blue, green. No, I couldn't live with that. No way. That bothers me.
Yeah, you shouldn't really.
I know there's the guys are humming and harming over on the other sites with the Starlight Express software. It's very nice. I've seen it, but I don't like their pixels. When they stack, they just get worse and worse and worse. It takes away from the image, I think.
I don't like their color either.
No, it's terrible. On that Lodestar, it's weak.
And not even on the Lodestar, on the Ultrastar also.
Oh, it's not balanced good?
No, you take a look at them. They still have that magenta quality to them.
One more comment I found out the other night or over the weekend. Sometimes when you're using the Infinity, as you go from subject to subject or whatever, it's a good thing to unclick the color auto range and then click it on again. Sometimes it kind of loses.
Yep. Well, this you don't have to do that here.
Don, that looks good.
That looks good, Don.
Wow. Holy smokes.
And what do you got there? That's just a single image? I
Wow.
think your mean SD works out good.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this mean SD because I can start lowering the
Numbers, yeah.
starting
point. The other one
That's standard deviation, Don. New standard deviation.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
The one below that, Don, also works good. I forget what you call it. The one on the bottom.
peak.
Yeah, it's not,
It's a little bit too
Right.
great for me.
Right, it is, but it gives you a good starting point. Then you can just darken it up by pulling the white, the one on the right hand side over to the right, and it'll darken up and smooth out. There you go. See?
Yeah, but I'm still the background's too
Oh,
bright.
okay.
Too
Gotcha.
bright, yeah. I think they were saying something about it's good for faint objects, real faint ones, using that. There's in the manual it says it.
Yeah.
You'll have to try that Abel 39 there, Don, with this camera.
Yeah, I like that. That is pretty nice.
But I do like that mean SD. I think that's one of your best histogram adjustments.
Good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's easier as you go on just to click it and then start, get your stuff back to where you want to put it.
Yeah. Like I'm wondering if you have one image or 10, would the SD work better as you stack more?
Yes, it does.
Getting a better signal to noise.
I'm up.
Don's been doing it, I think.
Yeah, I've been running it up higher on fewer stacks.
Okay.
And then I start running it down as the stacks progress.
Because it's less
The
noisy.
background starts getting darker, and I can.
Right. That's good. A good experiment.
Are you on RAW, Don? Pixel? Yeah. Okay.
I should have asked Joe to ask Steve at NEAF, what the heck does Q to FWHM stand for? I still can't find that.
Quality to full half medium.
Oh, is it add quality?
I think so.
Okay,
Focusing.
thanks. For focusing, yes. Okay, good. Thanks, guys.
Well, if I uncheck it, you don't see any number change.
I wonder next time you try your focus, Don, check it, uncheck it on a star. With the number up, the big red number. That
Yeah,
does-
but you can see the number here, too.
Yeah.
That's big.
I wonder if it will do it on the stack, though. Maybe it has to be a single image.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. That looks good.
I like it. Very nice. Nice filter.
Really good color.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like the greens out there, too. That's nice.
Got the brown in the center there, core area. Beautiful. And one thing I noticed, Don, is, as I said before, when you stack the four of them, you don't have any color noise. It cleans it right.
Yeah, it does a nice job.
As far as I'm concerned, this camera with its software is not noisy at all.
No.
Yeah, Kyle thinks it's overdone.
Does he?
Yeah, he thinks there's too much noise reduction.
Causing the image to be soft?
Well, I don't think it's that soft. I think it has to do with the sharpness of your scope.
I think so too. I think
the bigger scopes are always softer, but you get a good scope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to think that the HD scopes do better, and the larger, even though you don't need them for the coming toward the flatness of field. I think that they just seem to be a little bit sharper.
Mm-hmm.
And but I haven't seen a real sharp 14-inch scope for a long while.
I agree.
Yeah.
They always just seem to be just slightly on the soft side. Now I don't know whether the fact that you go to a larger piece of glass, you need to have I forget what the heck you call the there's like how many smaller wave, I guess the quarter wave, eighth wave, whatever the heck it is. You have to go to even something finer.
Is that wavelets?
Well, they rate the quality of the mirror to a quarter wave or an eighth of a wave or something like that.
Yeah, quarter wave is diffraction limited, so it's very hard to tell between a quarter and an eighth wave.
Okay.
The resolution of this camera probably wouldn't show the difference really.
Is that a galaxy above that, right there?
What, this one here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the pup.
Oh
The
yeah.
whale and the pup.
Oh, gotcha. My eyes. All right.
You got another one in the bottom right corner. A little bit.
Oh. Boy, that image is getting nice. Can you zoom that a little bit, Don? Just zoom on it. Scroll on it. Yeah, scroll on it. All right, let me take. All right.
That's nice.
Interesting. Huh. I like it.
And it holds its quality when you zoom in.
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't get all pixelated at all.
Yeah, I'm not even using. Well, we can pixelate it for you.
Oh yeah. But it's not bad though.
Yeah, but look at this. Boom, it's gone.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I don't know who wrote this. He gets an A for schooling anyway.
Great for the Ring Nebula.
Oh yeah. That's gonna look good. Have you went after any planetaries, Don?
Planetaries?
Like the Eskimo?
Yeah, 1501 I did.
Okay.
Hey, can you try the monkey head? Is that up now, or let me check?
Do what?
The monkey head.
Oh, I don't think I even get to the monkey head. But if you can give me a catalog number, I'll check.
Just a second, hang on.
That's a big one, but
That's in southwest Gemini, Don. If you can, you should be able to get to it.
Here, I'll find it.
My house is not in the way. That's my problem.
It'd be northeastern Orion, southwest Gemini.
Yeah, it looks pretty low. Here it is, anyway.
Monkey.
Be below M35 about.
It's NGC 2174, I thought.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's pretty low. You guys up north, I can't get it down here.
Yeah, it's -2 degrees.
All right.
It's kind of low.
Gotta wait till it.
That is beautiful.
I'm on the west side
Oh,
of
no,
my house.
we've done it before. I'm sorry.
That whale is looking beautiful.
Yes, it is. And that's zoom too, guys.
You see 253 from here.
Hey, Don, can you full screen it? That square thing up there? Yeah. All right. For a second again.
Very nice.
Don. Nice.
See, now when you go to full screen, you lose all contact with the software.
Yep, I understand.
Now, it'd be nice. This would be nice. Let me bring this back. This would be nice.
If you had a mini controller, would be good.
Well, that didn't work, did it? Okay. Now that's not popping out for some reason.
When I had the camera done, I clicked on that, it'd bring out a little window, another window.
Yeah. Now I don't know why it's not showing the pop out.
You know what'd be nice is that I asked those guys.
I had it earlier.
Yeah. It's not behind it, Don?
No, it's right here. Here's the pop out's there.
Okay, it's not
You
showing.
can see me just shake. Whoops.
It's not showing on Google, I see.
It's not. No, it's not showing on my computer either. I don't know why, but I'm not going to go and push it. You guys aren't seeing this.
So you have no need for cam twist with this now, right?
No. Only place I would use cam twist is if I needed to. I would have probably had more use for it with the 414 than with this, because this one has noise reduction built into it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I could use it to sharpen things up, but it doesn't really need that much sharpening.
No.
Your stars are nice and sharp.
Yeah.
So, does anybody know if that Joe's NSN, will it need something like cam twist or a mini
No.
cam or whatever?
No, it has its own built-in screen capture.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's at 1080p.
Cool.
I just bought a new computer, so I had to buy a Webcam Max again.
Oh, no. You won't need Webcam Max, Minicam,
No.
anything anymore.
I hate Webcam Max because it takes over everything in your computer.
Yep. And I'll tell you, Dwight, I was testing the 2.3 camera, and all I could use on the other NSN was standard definition. It would keep crashing. I couldn't stand it. I was getting so annoyed.
Well, that's essentially useless.
Yep. 640 by 480 was the only one I could use.
Yeah, for a camera like this, you want bigger than that.
Yeah.
Okay, for a Malin cam, that's all they do, but after that, no.
Yeah. That's got a 13.4 millimeter, 2 point something megapixel, and you can't use it.
No.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Got a Galaxy here. Got a Dust Bunny there.
There, right
Yeah.
there. That's the Galaxy I was
There's
saying.
Galaxy there, and there's one right over here.
I wonder what magnitude those ones are.
Well, I'm going to see whether we can go to.
That's why you need a C11, Don.
Rasa, I think you'd enjoy that.
You can do it. We put a C14 on a C8 M60.
We're going
And I carry fine, so 11 would be no problem.
Yeah,
Somebody
okay.
lift it up.
And we'll do one more, and then we'll get out.
Curious what your focal length is. Let's see.
Last time I put my C14 up on the mount, I scratched it. I don't take it on and off much.
Oh, my C8's scratched all over the place.
You're at 1100 millimeter, Don? Focal length.
I'm at 1100 if I'm at f5.5.
Yeah.
But this camera works good at that focal ratio. These are, what, 2 minutes, Don?
It really is.
Yeah, this is 90 seconds.
Oh, nice. Wow. So that's really good at f5.5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Really good. Yeah, I like it.
Yep.
I'm gonna
That's
have to
really-
get these.
Like Chris said a couple years ago, we wouldn't know what to do with something like this.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just calculating the 10-inch I have at 3.7. I'm going to be at 940, so I'm going to be even shorter focal length than you.
Well, that still isn't all that bad.
So those galaxies will be smaller.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to change your spacing, Chris, to get less reduction.
Yeah. Well, the way I got it, Dwight, is I'm using the 2-inch 0.75 reducer, and I'm using the MFR8, the longer part of the MFR5. Now, I do have an MFR3 that would take me to about 4.5.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. So, and it would be perfectly flat, right across. So maybe I should go a little bit slower focal ratio.
Keep that vignetting out of the field, or at least way out to the corners, like Don's here, right
Yeah.
at the very corners.
Yeah, and get a bigger image scale.
Yeah.
Well, 4.8.
Look for it, you wouldn't see it.
Sorry?
Look for it, you can see it, but it certainly doesn't interfere with the image at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's looking good, Don. 1100 millimeters is good with this sensor.
Yeah, I think F5 would be fine. 4.8,
Yeah.
F5, somewhere in that region.
Stars are nice and crisp, Don. Very, very nice, tiny, very good.
I mean, I can go. I can push this to F5 or slightly better by putting the filter on the other side, but then we get more vignetting.
Yeah.
What filter are you using, Don?
Excuse me?
What filter are you using?
I'm using an Attic 0.5x.
The filter.
Oh, it's not the ITIS?
Oh, filter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm using an ITIS P2.
Okay. You're normal. Okay.
Hey, Don, have you tried yet the UHC with this camera?
No, I haven't yet.
I'm
I
curious.
haven't had a need yet.
Have you tried no filters? Have you tried no filters?
No.
You should try it.
Well, anytime I've ever tried it in the past, I've always gotten burnt.
Well, I like you believe in that, but I've been using no filters and it's been pretty good. The camera handles it pretty well.
Hmm. Good.
I'm almost at state now because we've got LED lighting in the city. So
Yeah, but don't forget to. Yeah. Your LED lights get you.
Yeah, yeah, you might as well go without the filter because they're broad spectrum. You can't filter out. It really made a mess. The skies are now milky white.
Oh, that's terrible. That's
Yeah,
loud.
it really made a difference. I have to back. I used to go at f2.5 on my C11. I've now backed off to about f4.
Yeah, you got to go slower.
You got a really bad vignetting with when you go fast,
Yep. Yeah.
and you can't filter, so it's just really screwed things up.
That will probably make people get more into this hobby, part of the hobby.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
still works way better than visual, but
Mhm.
it certainly took a hit.
It's too bad.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just
know.
gonna have to get a bigger scope. That's all. Get an 18 or.
I'm surprised I'm not getting really much. Let me just see where we're at here. I'm gonna check
I did
the.
find.
Your white
Refract-
point, Don, is way over.
Excuse me.
Your
I
white
like the
point
refractor.
is way
Oh,
over.
sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I was just saying, Don, his white point is way
Yeah, I
over.
have it on full range. That's why.
Yeah.
I did buy a little AT 72 millimeter refractor that certainly helps darkening the sky a bit.
Right.
Keeps it handle it a bit better than the reflectors.
Yeah. I used to love refractors, but the problem with refractors is they're so darn expensive for the aperture.
Yeah. Well, I bought this used. I got it for $400 with the electric focuser on it. So
Mm.
just from a guy in Calgary. So I actually went up and picked it up. Didn't even have to ship it.
Wow.
Okay.
I got
But
the.
bigger one. The club's 4.7 inch ED refractor.
Yeah. I got a moonlight focuser put on my RC. Wow, what a beautiful piece of work that is.
So I had put
You
on
know.
I had to put it on the 10-inch Schmidt Newtonian too. I bought a moonlight for that because the stock
Right.
focuser was absolute garbage.
Yeah. Well, the stock focuser on the VRCs or RCs are okay, but they're not. You know, once you want to get that fine focusing, they get a little hard, especially if you have a heavier camera on.
Yep.
Mhm.
But you got to make sure if they're Crayford, you got to get that tension just right. Otherwise, it's going to slip on
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's true. I like the moonlight. It's really nice.
Yeah, it was easy to monofocus. I just adapted a monofocuser unit I already had,
Hmm.
and off I went.
Wow, that's good.
I did buy a thread on Crayford for my C11 as well. That works really nice, but it doesn't work with the Meade focal reducer.
Right.
I can't focus too much space is behind.
That's how I image now, guys. All the hardware stays in the car. I only take the little scope out now.
Oh, that.
The older you get,
Does
the
that
more
get you up?
That's why I bought a C6. When I get older, that's be the only scope.
Oh, yeah. I got an AT6 RC that I like too. That's a nice little scope.
Well, if it gets you out more, then it's better. Yeah. If I didn't have the observatory, I'd be doing what you're doing, Bob.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy going to star parties and weekend. You know, that's what I do. That's my hobby. So.
Well, you're in Florida. You get the nicer weather. We don't get we got 7 months of winter here.
Well, we're dressed there. That's Florida, buddy. It was a little cool a couple months ago.
Wow. Yeah, you guys had a bad winter this year.
We did. It was pretty cold.
Everybody out east had a bad one. Out west here, we had no winter here in Lethbridge.
Wow, that's good.
We were in the 20s in February.
Oh.
Last Friday was 27.
Wow.
Which is into the 80s, and we were in that in March. It was just amazing.
That's amazing. We've had a lot
of cloud, unfortunately, because of the Pineapple Express. That was bringing all the warm air, all the Pacific air coming over. So of course, all the cloud came with it. All these low pressures that ended up on the jet stream down east. Sorry, Chris.
Thanks. Well, we had lots of cloud. We didn't have much snow, except we had more snow in April than the whole winter.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
We had almost no snow. I think it's going to be a really drought year here.
It'll be dry there, yeah.
Oh, it's basically dry now.
So beetles will be bad, right?
Yeah. Well, and we only get 20 inches of rain a year anyway because it's semi-arid climate here. So we're going to get less than that this year, even with the snow melt.
Right.
Hey, Don, there's a picture of the sun with the Infinity.
Let's see.
Oh, let's see that.
That's nice.
Wow. Oh, that works really nice.
Well, it's okay, but
yeah, the refresh rate's not fast enough.
No. It's what, 2 or 3?
Yeah, 3, I think.
Yeah, it's 2. Yeah, it's about maybe 2 frames a second. 2 or 3 frames a second tops.
Too slow, yeah.
The
deep sky camera.
I tried it on Jupiter and it was a joke.
Was it?
Yeah, deliberately. I put a Barlow in and everything.
Did you see that guy's post, Don, the guy Chris, who said to uncheck the stacking, the registration or something? But I don't know if that would work at all.
You can't stack planets.
Yeah, he says what you do is you uncheck. I can't read. It's at the bottom under Add Q to F. It's that stacking feature.
Yeah, it's a calc image movement.
He said you uncheck that, and you'll be able to overlay the images of Jupiter on top of each other.
Really?
Yeah, if you have a good tracking mount.
Okay. Is this the Coma cluster, Don?
Excuse me?
Is this the Coma cluster?
Yes.
There's a lot of galaxies.
Yeah, they'll start showing up. I'll just start rowing the...
Now you got me thinking about using that SD with the number. That looks like a good.
It's nice.
Way to go.
Easy peasy, guys.
Yeah, looks good. Looks good.
Let me just...
Wait just up.
Let's try auto adjust. It'll probably change on the next refresh, but auto adjust is very similar to mean SD.
Yeah, I do like their auto balance color.
Yeah.
It is good, I must say.
You got to remember, though, sometimes you have to redo it. That's all.
Uncheck and recheck.
That's all. I mean, for some reason, the green seems to lead it sometimes. And uncheck it and go back, and it's perfect.
Now, when you go to an different object, you keep resetting the stacking?
Oh, yes. I usually click. It'll reset itself, actually. I believe Don, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll reset on...
when you change the time, it resets, I believe.
Time, and I just hit the reset down here.
Yeah, reset or uncheck. Whatever.
Yeah. Now
it does create a file, but I do like it saves the stacked image. So if you forget to save it, you can always go back and find it again.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You got to make sure the mount is settled down, though, before you do it, because otherwise you won't have a good one to start with.
Now, you know, Bob, if you have an image that the wind hit or something, you just hit that revert and it will take it away, right?
One image?
Yep. Is it the last image?
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
It won't take the first one away. If it You have to
No.
wait until the next one, and it still won't take the first. The first you're stuck with.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because with my alt mount, sometimes I jump the gun a little bit.
Yeah, we got Mag 18 galaxies in here. I
This
know
is
that.
really good, Don. And you got color in these galaxies,
Oh yeah.
which I never got in my Mellencam. With these small little ones, I never got color.
But guys, you forgot this 825 chip's not sensitive.
I think a lot is the 16-bit that has to do with it too.
And
Yes, it does.
2,000 millivolts too. That's 16 bits and 2,000 millivolts. That works.
I forgot that one. I remember Don asking about this sensor a long time ago.
I know.
Yeah,
Hey,
well, I held
Hey, Don,
off.
don't forget to delete this tomorrow.
Yeah, you go to YouTube, don't you?
Yeah, you never know who's watching it.
I tell you, that's nice. I was gone for a while, and I was in a hospital for 3 days too. Anyway, I come back and I could watch the YouTubes of you guys, so it was kind of neat.
Yeah, it's nice to look back on it. We were all good tonight. You don't have to delete it, Don. We were good boys.
Hard to be good.
The galaxy just above center there was at 4775. I can't remember the number exactly. That's the most massive galaxy known.
Wow. It's incredible. You got a good
China.
field of view here.
Very nice. I give you credit, Don. You really push that scope all the way, man.
Mm-hmm. How many?
That's the nice thing. Cameras
sorry.
and scopes. You don't used to see what a 6-inch does even. Well, you saw what a refractor does there, Bob.
Yeah.
Small refractor and what you can get out of those with this camera,
Mm-hmm.
I know.
or
Yeah.
any of these kind of cameras. Just amazing.
I know it. It's
Amazing. How many years have you had the C8, Don?
C8.
Mm-hmm.
I got that in 2007,
Almost 10 years.
I think. I'm not 100% positive.
So just a couple years before you were on NSN.
I had a C8. Let's see. I had a C8 with an 8i, which was a one-arm bandit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and then I changed. Then I got the 8SE, which was the improved one-arm bandit, and then I kept the scope off of that, which is the one I have here. Sold the mount, and went into. It had to be back in the Stellacam days. It was Stellacam days.
Okay.
When I first got in, so that's either 2007 or before. Might have been 2006.
Well, it's a nice little scope you have.
Yeah, it's the best C8 I've had. This is my third one.
Wow. I still have my C9 1/4. I won't part with that. That's still a good scope.
a lot of stuff with that scope, Chris.
Yeah. A lot of good memories for that.
Yeah, for sure. I had a C8 for about 25 years. I bought it in '83, brand new, super
Wow.
C8, and it was a great scope. I
Was
wish I still had it.
What is it, a Celestron?
Yeah, C8 Celestron Super C8 at a buyer's drive fork mount.
Nice.
Yeah, I had an 88 version of that, buyer's drive. What the heck did they call that? The power something.
Power or something.
Yeah, power something. That was my first. For $850, I got all that, and I got case, bunch of goodies in it, and I sold that for $800. and I got a 8i used with a whole bunch of accessories. Sold that and sold the accessories, and I made like about $300 on it. And at that time, the 8 SE was on sale, $200 off, so I bought that with the money that it didn't even cost me to get that. It was the 8i easily paid for that with the accessories. I still have some pieces left over from that.
Wow. Seemed like you got a
I
lot.
paid $2,000 for my C8 and 83, brand new.
Wow.
Oh,
That was with a tripod, wedge, the scope, 2 Celestron Silvertop eyepieces, and that was it.
jeez, that's a lot of money back then.
That was half of my retirement fund at the time. But hey, when you need a scope, hey, you do what you need to do.
Love the hobby. Oh, definitely.
Yep.
That is amazing. That's one nice image there, Don. And one thing I'm noticing, your stars are not bloated.
Yes.
Do that bright galaxy in the lower left corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then we have a trio over here.
Yes. Look at that little.
These
crank.
2 right here.
Yeah,
You get a
2
snap of this?
Yeah, I did take a snap. That's on Facebook too.
Mm.
I put it. Did I put it on? No, I put it on Cloudy Nights. That's where I put it.
Okay. Like, there's no color noise at all.
No.
Really?
No hot pixel.
No
Do you see any
pixels.
pixels? Nothing. Not a one.
No. That software is working fantastic.
Not a pixel there anywhere. So I'm looking really close here so I can get up my mini iPad and I see nothing.
No, there's nothing at all. I tell you, that's working good, Don. You got me sold, Bob. I'm dying. I'm excited. I would have had it now for these 5 straight clear nights. Darn.
The way it goes. And your clear nights are coming during the moon getting bigger.
Yeah, that's true. The moon wouldn't have helped. That's true. I would have probably had to stick to UHC.
It's a joy to use. It really is. It just does what it's supposed to do. It's not the greatest thing, but it works good.
It's pretty darn good.
Yes, it does. Oh, I prefer my DSLR, but it's just too much trouble.
Yeah. Hey, do you know the guy Mike in Florida?
Yep, Harvey. Yep.
Yeah. No, not Mike Harvey. The other. He's on Cloudy Nights. He's got an Infinity.
Oh.
Black and white Infinity.
Yeah.
Well, that was my question, Don. He's been posting images lately. They're color. What? I don't understand that.
He added color to it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but they're only red he's added in, I think.
No, I seen it one with the yellow galaxy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on Cloudy Nights.
Well, maybe he got something else different. Maybe he was doing LRGB.
Yeah. He keeps saying he's using his Infinity, so.
I thought he had a black and white Infinity.
He
Maybe I'm wrong.
does.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm confused why he's showing a color image and he's saying Infinity. Unless he got another one, a color one with this black and white.
Is that the guy who used to have a DSO?
Yes,
His avatar used to wear a baseball cap like this,
Yeah.
up like that? Yeah.
that's correct. Yeah.
I know the guy. Well, I don't know him, but certainly know his posts.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like his black and white images went color.
And this is on Cloudy Nights?
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I'll try and find that.
Chris, am I showing you my screen now, or 101
Yeah.
or something? Okay.
It looks like a Galaxy or crap. Oh, no, M101.
No, it's 101. But what I want to show you something, I'm going to zoom in on this while Don's getting his image here. This camera, look at this for zooming. It holds pretty good.
Yeah,
No,
it's dead.
Very good.
I mean, that's quite amazing, really.
Oh yeah. That's
Did that
awesome.
with your refractor, Bob?
Yeah, all this stuff is with the 80 millimeter. I haven't tried it much with anything else. I got so happy with it. I'm going to change that though.
Nice.
It'll be good for a lot of objects in the summer, boy.
Yeah.
That's going to be, that'll keep you busy.
Oh, yeah.
M30 is be fantastic at that.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll like to be seeing it on the new NSN in the, over the summer months.
In 1080p.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, that too. All of the above.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can screen share your computer with your TVs, you know, and just click. And
Now,
I got
The
14.
AirPlay works good. But my wife is sleeping in front of the TV right now. Otherwise, I could have this on the TV.
I can't find it, Don. I tried, but yeah.
He colorized them. I'm there.
Oh, you're there? What,
Yeah,
what
it's co-
category is it under?
It's under the. It's in the
electronic
video gallery.
Okay. I looked under second light option for Attic Infinity, 414 or Attic Infinity.
It's on the last page.
Okay.
That's going to look nice, Don.
Yeah, I have to knock it down.
So, Don, what do you find? You mostly like the 60-second images or 40s or 2 minutes or what?
Depends on the object, but I like the longer exposures.
Yeah, he must have colored it.
I don't like doing them, but the images always look better.
Yeah.
Now on this, you don't want to go too long because you're going to blow everything out.
That's nice, Don.
It's like 3D.
Mm-hmm. Now with those numbers, if you go higher, does that make the core smaller?
When you go higher, it moves the
White point back?
the black point goes to the left and the white goes to the right.
Okay.
Now it just shifted now with the third stack coming in.
Cool. That's a cool way to do it, Don. That's pretty handy trick there.
Could you...
Can you put your saturation on?
What's that, Chris?
I was just asking if you could zoom in a little bit, Don, please.
Sure. Hold on a second.
Thanks.
And they want more, I can do more.
That's perfect there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Look at that.
Look at the detail on the top of the core there, top right. You got some.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm getting RA shift on this sucker.
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh,
it.
I have to. I'm not guiding. That's why.
Oh.
You know,
It doesn't
Chris,
really bother.
I don't want to prolong what I'm not trying to push anything here, but I had a serious talk with who about trying to get an 825 camera, and I pleaded with them to make me one.
Right.
I mean, no, seriously, because I know what I wanted: the 11mm chip, I wanted the 16 bits, the well depth, but they just didn't seem to want to do it. That's all. But I did that before I bought the Infinity, by the way.
Well, is anybody else? Okay, how can I put this? Tech have a camera with an 825?
Yes.
So I don't.
A cooled one.
I was not able to buy one, Don. I tried.
Yeah,
So
$2,500.
How much?
Oh,
Well, that's only like get lost price.
Oh, okay.
oh.
That's what I say. They're hard to find. If you can find it, I couldn't. I've called four vendors and I couldn't get any.
No, you can't. I went directly to TubeTech.
So Don, if they do, then I don't understand why it couldn't have been done then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well it's being done here. It's the same thing with the Lodestar. The same nonsense. The 829, 828, 829 chips were no good. They were too noisy. And then magically a year later, after Lodestar has been on the market for a year, the DX2, Sony changed the chip. No.
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah.
They didn't change the chip. And it's the same thing with this. This went back in December of 2014 when I wrote and said, this is out there, the 414. The 314, which was the older chip,
That was with
quite as sensitive. You could do DSOs with it.
Mm-hmm.
A25, you got to be able to do more DSO capability, and the thing was too noisy, too noisy, too noisy. I waited 6 months before I went and I did the 5 months actually. It was in mid-May. Finally said that's it.
Yeah, you can only be so persistent. That's it.
It's starting to look good, Don.
Yeah, I went and killed all of them. I wanted to get the.
Do you remember that guy Don? We used to watch him. He would broadcast with his Starlight Express. It was with the older sensor, the 285. Yeah, and he was using a plug-in from Starizona that would allow color and everything.
Yeah, a script. Yeah, a special script that. That did the same thing as Astro Toaster did, basically.
That's right, and he was getting some darn good results.
And it was a weird one because it did black and white first, and you had to wait, and then the color came out.
Yeah, it did Deep Air script, yeah. But I was impressed with what he was getting.
That's right, and that's that was my basis for when I went to Steve Chambers at NEAF. I asked for a demo. He just blew me off. He's just like,
Don, did you go to here?
I'm surprised that,
Yeah.
Don, did you go to NEAF this year?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't go. The NEAF, even though it was populated more, I would have enjoyed it, but it's a 2-hour ride up there. Yeah. In 45 minutes, I'd be through the whole thing. And if it wasn't for meeting people and talking to them, then you're going to turn around 2 hours coming back.
That's like the Star Party and
it was snowing here.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sunday was a good day to go up. I normally go up on Sundays, but I figured, forget it. And plus the fact that, I would have been frustrated because I would have seen things I wanted, and I don't, it's not in the budget. And then I'm tapped out at the moment because Woodland Hills owes me over $1,000.
You didn't get nothing back? Have
Not yet.
Man, oh man. If there's any issues, Don, get in touch with Andrew and let him know what's going on.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they won't, but I think they're just dragging their feet because they probably don't like the idea of my hounding them.
Yeah, but you already spent more money and got another one from them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping this time if Joe sends it, Joe's gonna ask them if they can send it direct to me, but just put a note, and it's the truth that it's a replacement, and it can come to me directly from them. Yeah.
$1,000 you say, Don? I got my C11 used for $900. There you go.
A C11?
Yep, $900.
That's tempting.
That's a good price.
You gotta watch the ads, and it was in pristine condition when I bought it from a guy in Florida.
Yeah.
Shipped all the way, and it was been a great scope. They're not a HD one though; just a regular C11.
No, I wouldn't want an HD. They're too difficult to be able to focal reduce them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
you buy a focal reducer from Celestron, it's $600.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's too much. Just get an older C11.
Yeah, mine's actually I think a gray one. It's actually it's got Orion branded. So it's a C11, but it's has an Orion on the tube.
Oh, okay. Does it have Fast Star or not?
No, no, just a regular C11.
Would you want Fast Star, Don?
I would like to have the capability. I don't know whether I would go over to Hyperstar or not, but you got to buy a kit to go and convert them over.
Yeah, they're like $75 for that lens.
And they're not cheap, yeah.
Which is almost as much as you'd buy a C11 for.
Yeah. I don't know why they sell them that much. They charge that much.
And we got a nice warm pixel there.
Yep, one
I
from
bought mine for using the Mellencamp. I had a set of brass branded eyepieces in a nice wooden case. I sold those for $1,000 and had enough to buy the C11.
Hmm.
Nice detail there, Don.
Thanks.
yeah, and going from an 8-inch down to a 9 1/4 wouldn't be worth it.
No, I wouldn't bother.
Well, I would give Don a real good price on mine, a really good price, but it wouldn't be worth it for him. You know, the extra 1 1/4 wouldn't really make much difference.
There's not much weight difference either, really.
No.
I put Don in my will for my Mac Newt. So when I die, Don gets the Mac. So maybe just for you, Don, I'm going to have another smoke.
You know, I don't know. I still think the Raz is a good. I mean, I know you can only use it as an f1.9, but
It's nice. I would agree to a certain point, Bob, unless you own several cameras, because the problem is if you only have 1 or 2 cameras, your image scale, you're stuck at that image scale.
I know. I mean, I agree with that.
Like Mark has it made. He's got all these cameras and it's so much flexibility. But you're right. If you just want speed and you're happy with 1 image scale, the Raz is great.
Yeah, but you know, by the time you buy a C11, or if you get an HD, especially, and then you buy the Hyperstar's over $1,000.
And it's a pain in the butt to switch it all the time, whereas the Raz, you don't have to switch.
Right, and you get a big. You know, I'm just looking at value. You know, for your dollar anyway. If you want.
How much are the Razas again? 34?
I think they're 2,500, Chris.
I think 31. Sometimes.
$34.95, I think.
No, that's not bad. When you compared to the what's that? The 210 TAC. What's that scope? The Melon TAC. It's a Newtonian. Takahashi. It's a yellow tube.
Oh,
whatever it's called.
The Mulon.
Yeah, Mulon. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm anxious to see this camera on some f4 reflectors. You know.
I think that what's the company in Florida that Astronomics? Is it Astronomics?
No, they're not in Florida.
What's the one that runs Cloudy Nights?
Astronomics.
Yeah, but they're not in Florida.
Oh,
or Oklahoma, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Oklahoma. I think they're Newtonians. They have from GSO. I think they're pretty darn good for the money.
They are good.
Yeah, and F4 is pretty fast. That's fast.
I don't think they have GSO. I think they have ATs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Astronomy Tech, and then Explore Scientific. The Bresser, which is Explore Scientific and Bresser are together.
Mm-hmm.
Bresser has a 3.9 astrograph Newtonian with a coma corrector.
Really?
And they have the rings and everything, and the dovetail bar, $499.
No.
Really?
What aperture is that?
8-inch.
Wow, that's cheap.
3.9, and Explore Scientific has the same one with the carbon fiber, and they charge $799 for it.
Oh, wow! Wow.
Now, there's not too many people that carry it. Woodland Hills has it.
Mm-hmm.
B&H in New York has it.
Oh, B&H, yeah.
$499.
That's cheap.
I had a 12-inch f4 for a while, and it was a really good optics. It just was too darn big.
Right? Yeah, Curtis has one.
Yeah, it works.
What are the ones that Rock is carrying now? Those new ones. I haven't even seen any new pictures on his website.
Yeah, they're GSOs.
They're GSOs?
Yeah, he doesn't say it, but there are GSOs.
Okay.
Well, I think he has mentioned that they are from GSO, but they are his design or his
Specifications.
Specifications.
The mirror's moved or something. Okay.
No, I'm sure he's got every whistle and bell on there.
Well, the optics are good. I tell you that they're good.
No, I think you got the RC scope. That's a GSO scope.
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's got the heavy duty.
I'll give you one, Chris. That as far as quality, the scopes, the RC scopes are, I have to say, just very, very clean. Very,
They are, yeah.
The only problem here in Florida is I can't have that because of the salt air and stuff.
The open tube, yeah.
But I have to admit, I think they're really good.
Yeah, I like the carbon fiber one.
Yeah.
It's a clean scope. As I said, the focuser was still pretty good. Like, I used it a lot, and I went to the Moonlight, and it is better. But did I need it? No, I didn't really need it unless I was doing real imaging again.
I
just going to go to f3.9 than f8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a native f8. That's why I can get it down to 3.7.
Be nice if those Newtonians were truss tube. Then they wouldn't be like wooden sails.
Yeah.
Be a lot.
Well, I got a problem here with salt water and salt air. And I have to clean the mirrors, and the closed tubes couldn't get to them.
Wow. Yeah. That's nasty.
Yeah.
Well, just I'm a mile from the Gulf, so I get it carries over.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 1,000 miles from the ocean, and I don't have to worry about it.
Well, I'm near water, but it's fresh water.
Yeah, you don't have salt. You don't have salt.
No. Just what the crap they put on the roads.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a big factor. It really is.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is I'm east of the Rockies, about 60 miles, and so that destroys any seeing I have.
Yeah.
They're just like teeth sticking up, and it's a constant southwest flow most of the year, and those mountains sticking up into the airflow just chew the right out of it. So I get good seeing maybe, I've had it about 4 or 5 times in my life.
Wow.
Wow.
That was one nice M64 you had on there, Don.
Thank you.
Yes, it was.
I think your image scale is perfect for these Spring Galaxies. You're going to fit the dumbbell, stuff like that in nicely, and you'll easily fit. I think you'll have no problem with the Crescent.
Yeah, I think that if we get down to f5 or slightly below,
yeah,
with proper focal reduction.
Do you think the 2-inch would allow you to go faster?
Well, 2-inch, I'm going to try my Optec with somehow figure out how I can make a temporary spacer just to get a feel for it. I'm not going to work all night with it, but I just wanted to see whether do it on a star field and see what transpires so far as coma and stretch it to see whether I'm getting a lot of vignetting.
Okay, what type of threading are we looking at for the spacer?
Well, it'll be T-thread on the camera end.
Okay, yeah.
And at the Optec has a flange thumb thing that you gotta slide a tube over, and then 3 set screws lock it in place. So it isn't like something, and it's very, very short, and it has a big flange that sticks out 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So it isn't the most ideal setup.
Down with my Optec, I have the part that screws onto the Smith, and it has a pin in it, and then the reducer goes into that, and it goes over the pin that sticks up, so it stays that way. I don't know if yours is like that or not.
I don't quite follow you though.
My Optec reducer came with its own Smith piece of metal that screws on the back of the scope, and then the reducer fits in that and it's pinned. That's goofy.
Sounds like a spacer.
No, it's this metal thing that screws on the back weighs about 2 pounds. It's crazy looking.
Wow.
Wow. So it's like a type of adapter?
Yeah. Well, it's a Smith adapter that screws on the Smith threads.
On your visual back of your scope.
Right. You take everything off and put that on. But
Here's
then on the other end of that, the
here.
reducer goes to it. Yeah, but it's big.
Oh, I have that, Dwight. That's a television.
That's a 2-inch. Yeah, this thing is crazy.
Yeah, I have that too. That's
Yeah.
what
Okay, I didn't know if you had
yeah,
that.
that's what the
Yeah,
thing slides into.
I got a
Yeah.
Meade focal reducer, the 3.3. That threads on the visual or into the back of the scope, and then this threads onto the back of the Meade reducer.
Yep.
It's about 55 millimeter space.
Wow, that's a lot for the Meade.
That works really well.
Really?
Gives me 2.5 on the C11,
Really?
and it works. And f2.8 on the C14.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. I'm just trying to visualize on your optic, Don, what way to attach to that. Like the T-thread into the camera is fine.
Yeah, I don't know how. If I know the spacing, I'll buy an adapter, spacer that's a T-thread spacer, and
I've got that down. I can tell you. I have to look it up, but it's
they got tons of them, all different sizes.
The part that I got was made from one of the older cameras that was only, I wish I knew it was. One of the Meade cameras, the beginning ones. I can't remember which one it was called. No, it was one of the S-Big cameras, the original S-Bigs, that's right. And all it is just the metal part that goes onto the adapter, and it only sticks out about 6 or 8 millimeters. Then you put your T-threads on that.
Yeah. Well, that would be fine. But the thing is that they have it. The smallest one that they have is.
I can look it up here.
It's
I got it here.
just under 7/10 of an inch.
Yep, I know what you're saying.
It's a .67 is the smallest one that they have that's a T adapter, and they want $65 for that.
I bit the bullet. I know.
And then if you get one that's 3 times as long, it's still $65. So it's not the metal you're paying for; you're paying for the machining, I guess. Yeah, I have all kinds of adapters. That's not the problem.
Oh, I see. I got it here. That's made by Maxfield.
Well, that's what it's called. It's Optec. OPT.
Yeah, Optec Maxfield 0.33.
Yep.
3-element telecompressor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it up on the screen. You can see it.
Okay, let's see.
That's showing you guys?
No.
Oh, shit.
I think this one's going to need a little bit more exposure.
I think I sent you these pictures.
Let's go
now.
up to 90. Actually, let's do 120.
So it says it can attach to either standard Smith's Cassegrain rear cell thread or slip fit 2-inch focuser.
They have a slip fit.
Yep.
2-inch focuser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's different. That won't work.
Right.
Yeah, the back focus is this maximum spacing you can have for 0.33 x focal reduction is 1.89 inches.
Right, I see.
So I have that, but it's just gonna vignette. And I don't want it that fast anyhow. I mean, I like it that fast, but I don't want the focal length that you get out of that.
No, because it's an 8-inch. So your best is
That'd be 660.
4 and 5. F4 and 5.
That'd be almost half the image scale here.
Yeah, things would be too small.
Yeah. And then you're going to try and blow it up, and you're just not going to get it.
No.
So, just so we can afford to go down to 960, 900 to 1100. It's not a bad range.
Yeah.
Well, you can get the bigger objects, but then who wants to fiddle with having to switch back and forth through the night?
True.
I set up for whatever I'm using and sort of not have to mess with it. But then you got to change the reducers to spacing and then refocus and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, kind of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that.
I'm wondering why that wouldn't work.
Your
There's the
telescope.
deal.
There you go.
That's the deal. Oops.
I still think the best scope for this kind of stuff is a Schmidt category.
Yeah.
Folded optics.
Flexible. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you try and put on there a 30-inch to 42-inch tube flopping around out there, and
Yeah, they told me 38.8 millimeters, Don. That's for my reducer. Yours is different.
oh yeah, 38.8. Wow.
That's for mine. That's why I had a problem. I had to open it up. Whole angle sharp.
Man, that's not very much at all.
I know it.
That's it's about 1.5 inches.
Like, well, that's why I had to use T adapters at least. I couldn't use 1.25 inches.
Yeah, that's why they changed it. They went to a longer focal length piece of.
Oh, you can use 1.25 adapters. Yeah.
I don't think, if you click on mine, it's not coming up, eh? Optic?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, couldn't you, is yours like this, Don?
No, mine's like the thing in the middle.
This
That's
here?
mine right there.
Okay, because this looks like this would slide in there, and this
Yeah, well, that's the same thing that Dwight was showing you.
right.
And a
And
different
that's-
style. Mine's is a straight tube.
That's just like mine, by the way.
Yeah, because that's a T-thread on the end here. It looks
Yeah.
like there could thread into the camera.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
But you have to add spacing onto this.
Correct.
Here's
I-
some food for thought, Don. My C11 tube is 22 inches long, minus the focuser.
Oh, yeah. You're really tempting me.
No, Don, I know you would like it because I know I do.
Oh, I know I would like it, but I would have to leave it on permanently. I can't take it on and off.
The Telegizmo cover is the. Here, I'll show you mine. It just covers it up beautifully, and it's absolutely weatherproof.
What's
Not
the
a
weight
problem.
difference between the 8-inch and the 11?
The 11 is 20
18 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, the 11's like 30 pounds, isn't it?
Close to 30, yeah, 28.
28 without the finder. Here's
Okay.
And your mount would handle all that plus your guider?
It's a 60-pound
Oh, okay. It's like the G11.
60-pound visual.
Yep.
So yeah,
I
it's good.
14 on the same mount for visual. It works just no problem. No
Yeah.
problem at all. So there's the covered up, Don. That's that Telegizmo cover, and it's.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only
I had to
thing
get
it is-
I'd have to get a special cover
Yeah,
because my mount's up pretty darn high.
yeah. Well, that goes way down. It covers. It's on a long pier here,
Hmm.
and they're about $150 for the C11 on an equatorial mount. And
Yeah, but my pier is my C8 at the top is 7 feet.
yeah, this is about mine's about 3.5 feet up, and then you add the mount on. The scope is probably 5 feet off the ground. So
Yeah.
about 2 feet less than yours, but mine goes way down the pier.
Yeah.
Anyway, 22 inches long, 28 pounds, Don. Keep that in mind.
What price are you asking, Dwight?
I'm not selling mine, but I got it for $900 used.
Wow. That's cheap.
Yeah. I got my C6 for $300 used. And if you
Yeah,
watch carefully,
C6 is a user around 300.
yeah,
And it's rare that you find a 11 for 900.
Yeah.
Usually it's a 9 1/4 that are selling for those kind of prices.
You know, that was in 2010, so they're probably about 1,100 now. But I have seen them for 1,100.
Now, what
The
about
old style C11, just a regular C11, not the HD or not Hyperstar.
a 10-inch meat? Would that
They're heavy.
they are heavier, right?
Yeah, it's about 40 pounds.
Oh,
But
my
they
goodness.
they run about 400, 500 bucks for the tube assembly.
Right.
I wonder why they make them so heavy.
Well, that's mead for you.
Yeah.
They just do that. They're built like tanks, though.
Yeah.
It's got a steel tube, and then it's got steel, that hot metal cell and end on it.
Mm.
But the
Cast.
focus crap, and you had to spend. I spent 400 bucks on the Moonlight focuser for it. So
I like the focuser on my C8. It's pretty good.
My 9 1/4 is almost the same weight as that 11.
yeah,
Well, that's a 20. It should be 20 pounds.
Yeah, Celestron's a little lighter.
Yeah, it
I
might
think
be.
a skate's about 20.
Yeah. I think it's not the weight, the same length.
Oh, yeah, lengthwise, yeah.
Yeah, it's about 20 pounds, Don.
Yeah.
It's about the same length as the 11. Yeah. I like it. I'll keep it. Use it one day if I move out of here and get a bigger observatory. I put a micro focuser on it, Feather Touch. And those, bob knobs. So it's.
Yeah, I don't have bob knobs. I have a set of bob knobs still in the bag that I got with my 8i.
Oh yeah.
I never put it on. That one or this one.
Oh, my C8, Don, I collimated it twice in 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
They hold the collimation super good, and you're not like driving up and down a mountainside like I did with mine.
Very nice, Don.
Yeah, but I'm constantly taking mine on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, banging it. And
You got the
I drove
dust.
up to the Mount Cobalt Star Party. It was a 7,000-foot mountain. It takes it's 12 miles up the mountain. It takes over an hour to drive up there.
yeah.
In collimation when I got to the top.
Wow.
And it was I was watching through my rear window in my camper. All the cover doors were flying open and pots and pans were flying out. I was going like 10 miles an hour.
Mm.
You have this one nice too, Don.
That's not bad.
Detail.
Yeah, this is pretty dim guy.
Yeah. Got the dust lane going through the center.
Yeah,
Real flat galaxy.
right here. It's nice.
Remember that other one you used to go after? What was it? M100 or M10?
No.
It was a small one and it had that dark lane going through. I could
Yeah.
never find it. It's a small galaxy. It's not too big. It's about half the size of this one. But it had a dark lane going through it. Don used to go for it all the time.
Yeah, I can't remember which one that is. I'd have to look it up.
It's up in the high 100 number.
Well, the 102's got a real thin dust lane going through it.
Yeah, I think it's 102, Dwight.
No, 102, yeah, is the very, very small.
Yeah,
Very small.
it's small. It is small. It's not. It's the only
That's
one not in the Sky program here.
Oh, yeah, you have problems with that one. That's
Yeah, I
right.
used to ask you about it.
Yeah, I used to go after that a lot. We can do that.
Mm-hmm. I'd be curious to see how that would look in this game.
It's still on the east side.
Okay.
Let me see what we're going to go to next here. That's what.
Boy, you're pulling a late night. You working tomorrow?
Yeah, and late day for me too.
Wow. Okay, Dwight's what, about 11 there?
Let's do M3.
10 after 12. Or about 12 after 12 here.
That's not too bad.
Not early yet.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good night like Don's having, why stop? You can sleep later.
True, yeah.
Let's do two globs here, M3 and then NGC 5466. I'll go to M3. Let me just drop this down to...
Also M53 too, which is near M3, another glob.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't get 104 from where you are now, Don?
No, because the house gets in the way.
Okay.
104 is 31 degrees right now.
Right.
And I have to catch it when it's 30 degrees and 135, 140 degrees azimuth, but it's a 214 azimuth. It just doesn't, there's only a small window where I have like a couple minutes worth if I catch it right.
Me, I got to get it on the east side, but I can get it. Right now it's 29 degrees. It's on the west. Boy, we got the ring, everything coming up on the east now.
Yeah, I stayed up last week to see M27.
Yep, that's
4 in the morning.
that's doable for me right now if I was out. That's no, actually it's a little low at 19. As long as it's 20, 21, it clears the roof. But the ring is up high. It's around 37 now.
The dumbbell was the first thing I saw with the Mellencam. The club had bought one on Extreme, and I was so impressed with that view. I ordered a Mellencam the next morning.
I know.
My jaw hit the floor, and I just was blown away. And I said, I have to get one of these right away. Right away.
Yep. I have two, Dwight. I kept Exterminator color and the XT428 black and white. I'm going to keep those. Yeah.
Yeah, it still works great. Our club we upgraded it with a new chip and the anti-amplo circuit and so forth on it. Class 0 chip, and it works great.
Yeah.
And it was only $325 or $375, something like that. So I'm going to do the same to my camera and get rid of some of those hot pixels. I got like it looks like a snowstorm on there now. Or maybe I should get one of these cameras.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. We're getting spoiled. I'm getting spoiled of this resolution.
Yeah.
Yep.
Me too. And
It's
the color.
hard. Yep. It's hard once you start using the Infinity to get back to the Mellencam, unless I'm just using a monitor, which is never.
Well, for guys that set up
in the field, yeah.
You don't have all those dumb cables.
Yeah. Like I have on my Mellencam 3 cables running, 4 cables.
Don, I pigtailed my power supply that goes to the Evolution mount and put another connector on it so I can run the Infinity power too at the same one, one power supply. Works good.
Get no feedback or anything? No.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
They got good filters in there.
The only camera, Don, that I was really surprised they didn't come out was Stellaview. It's too bad they didn't come out with a color.
Stellacam?
Or Stellacam, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to come out with a color one.
Oh, okay.
And they kept on sending it back because it wasn't meeting their... and that's right when they went bust. Ran out of money.
It's too bad. They had a good product.
Yeah, they would have. If they had the color, that would have saved them.
They had a lot of good products there as well. I had this little job here. It's a little filter drawer.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a Velcro cover. Drop the filter in, and it's got a little spring-loaded plunger. Pop the filter up, grab it, and put a new filter in.
Neat.
Threads right in. That was from the Adirondack Astro Video. They had a lot of really nice products besides the Stella cams.
Yeah.
I said close up shop. They had a lot of good stuff, and that was like I think I only paid like $30 for the thing. So if you don't have a filter wheel or don't want to spend all that money on a filter wheel, this works the same way.
Hmm. And it keeps the dust out. No problem with dust.
Yeah, the Velcro little window, little cover covers it right up nicely. Then pop it out with the little plunger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember seeing. Yeah, I remember that one, Dwight. This camera does pretty good on the globs.
Yeah, it does. Nice stars, Don. Nice.
They're tight.
So, Don, you got any idea how far away the reducer is? I mean, I know you got it close to the chip, but is it right at the surface of the flange?
The reducer?
Yeah.
It's on the end of the nose piece. It comes with the camera.
Oh, wow. Really? That's pretty long. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1.25 inches. That's what it's designed to do. That's where it's designed to work.
Right.
Yeah, I've been doing that since Stelicam days.
Okay.
It hasn't changed hardly at all.
Is this an Antares one?
No, this is an Attic one. I had an Attic one that I tried terrestrially, and it was just a little bit wider field. I thought this would give me a little lower F ratio, but you got the same reading that I got with the Antares. Oh, we're getting some nice blue stars in here. Let me just
That's a nice red one.
It's nice, Don.
Yeah.
Is this M3?
Yep.
That's another thing I requested, guys. They need text that you can put some text on there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. And he goes to me, he got back to me, he said, oh, is that something that you would like, more or less? Like they never thought of that. And I went, wow, isn't this observing software for the public?
You haven't been doing it very long there, Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't broadcasted, I don't think, at all, just YouTube. I mean, you know.
True, yeah.
No interaction.
Yeah. I have to admit, though, they did a good job coming out.
Well, 50% of the software guy, at least.
Oh, I'd say more than that. I'd say about 60-70%. Software makes or breaks. Same as the Melicam was always a good camera, but when MiloSlick came out, it made that camera like another camera, a whole different camera.
It made it sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Software. Yep. Software, it's all about software.
Now, what Bill needs to do with that MiloSlick is get it to stack and register stars. Otherwise, he's going to lose out to, I'd rather pay money to Astro Live if I could stack and register stars.
You know something, Dwight, I've Skyped many times Bill, nice guy, about it, and he had a single star registration before, and it didn't work, and he said he'd put 2 or 4, and I don't know why it's taken so long. It's been well over a year.
Well, he's had that little box he could check for a long time.
Yeah.
I think since the first version.
Yeah.
And, he's going to start losing business if he hasn't already to not having that capability.
Yep, you need a star registration.
Well, now you do. Now you don't need a fancy mount or have to guide.
Yep.
Like Don, are you still guiding, Don?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, still guiding.
If you can register, you don't need to guide.
Well, when you have the wind, you need the guide.
Well, that's all the time here, Don.
Yeah, well, it's not all the time here. We're just having a change in temperature that's causing the shift.
You've heard the wind on my broadcast, Holland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looking forward you going back on, Dwight.
Yeah, I'm going to get although I'm going to be heading out to my trailer here and setting up my gear out there, but I'll still be using the club equipment.
Cool. That's the 14?
Yeah, in the dome. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if it blows then. I just point away from the wind and we're good.
Awesome.
And we're going to put the 4.7-inch refractor piggyback on it. We're going to take the Genesis off, which is a 4-inch f5, and put the 4.7 f7.5 on it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to Joe's NSN getting going with that
Me
high
too.
resolution. That's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think from what I'm hearing, we're probably looking maybe a week or two because Kyle's back from vacation. He's working on it now.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It was worth the wait, I think.
Oh yeah.
I knew
Once you
it'd take a while.
once it gets going, you'll,
Google Hangouts here. The only unfortunate thing is it limits it to 10 participants.
Yeah.
That's the only downfall of this, but the resolution is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic, the resolution here.
That's at what 5466, Don, or
yeah, 5466. Yep.
Dark colors too.
Nice.
Hey, Don, do you know if Joe's going to plan on doing any? Are you going to be able to interactively broadcast like this? Something
No.
like- or no?
Just a broadcaster will have,
Okay, chat like we had before.
and yeah, there's a chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been gone,
Okay,
so
but
I don't know what's going on. So
this setup.
It doesn't mean that he won't have it somewhere downstream, but not to get going.
The only issue I see is if you have to limit the amount of people because of a clash, and then you're going to get people maybe upset. Oh, how come I can't come on and talk? You know, I could see people maybe saying that. You know,
Especially when they don't pay money.
yeah, true. No, that's true.
Oops. Yeah, this one could use a little bit more. I kicked it up a little bit in exposure. Kicks it right back to one frame.
anybody check on Mark and see how he's doing, or?
Well, what's the matter with Mark?
No, he's on tonight. I just wonder what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he is on?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I haven't seen him yet, but I'll put it up here. Where's the chat thing at? Chat. There we go.
Howie was on.
Oh, was he?
Mm-hmm.
That's his thing there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna computer up once I try it. Well, you know, you go away for a week and you miss a lot of stuff. Don't know what's going on.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's George.
Bob, what camera is he using? Scope
I don't-
camera.
I haven't seen him.
Hello. Checking on you.
Hey.
I'm trying that link too, Bob. Just get
Yeah, the
You can't do two at once, though, Chris.
I had to get off the link. The internet crashed, and then when I got back on, I had to get on a new connection.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still on right now. I just wanted to see what you were doing.
I check him on YouTube, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, probably. Hold on, anyways. Don's finished. You go back to your cottage anymore, Bob?
A little bit in the summer. I haven't been going too much lately. You know, I haven't been there this.
Mhm.
I got a new camping trailer, so you know we're playing with that.
I
Yeah,
don't see anything.
that's a lot of fun.
You still have your trailer set up, Chris?
Yes, Dwight. Yep, we're ready to go again this year. Opens up in May, but I usually go on the May 2 for a long weekend.
Yeah, we're going to go to ours. May 1st is when they turn the water on.
Yeah, that's same here, May 1st.
My wife won't go there unless the water's on, and hot water be going, and the toilet working.
Yep, same here. My wife's the same. Like they open it April 1st, but nah, there's no water running for a month. No.
That's a bit.
It's not fun. It's not fun. You know, and in April it's still raining a lot and everything. Well, right now it was snowing. It was so funny today. For about 10 minutes it was lightly snow, and then the skies became clear again, and it's crazy.
You guys have had just nasty polar vortex. I've been watching the Weather Channel, and it's been ugly out there and nice here.
Oh, it's depressing. I'm looking forward to these 5 clear nights. I might give try Sharp Cap with that 2.3 camera. I'll see what happens, but I'll probably go back and play with the Exterminator. But the moon's coming up, though. That's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Yeah. Getting brighter and brighter again. And
well, there's always Jupiter. If you get some good seeing, there's always Jupiter.
Yeah, I was just going to say the planets would be good to go for. You know, Jupiter and Mars is coming up, but Mars and Saturn are very low. Bob should be able to get them pretty good in Florida.
Yeah, I see
They're
them
really low here.
Yeah,
about 20 degrees.
yeah, they're low this time around.
I haven't tried the Infinity on Saturn and Mars. It's Jupiter's a little bright. And I seen Don's. I understand what was going on, but I like to try it on a little more dimmer. We'll see, or else I'll put filters on, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I was reading, Bob, the gentleman who did the software recommended that Calc image movement.
Try that. That's I want to. God.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Don.
Movement. Okay.
Yeah, I'm checking that one, and
Chris, do you know if he works for Attic or is he just a programmer?
I think he's Steve Chambers' programmer.
Oh, God bless him.
Yep. Yep. He seems pretty good. Now, the guy, Andrew, that I emailed, who got back to me, it was Andrew was, I think, this guy in the UK who I dealt first, and then he sent Rui, R-U-I, his name is Rui, and he's in Portugal where they manufacture the cameras, who asked for a bias frame from me. He says, take a bias at the lowest, which was 0.001 second, save it as a FITS, send it to him. So I did that, and right away he got back in an hour or so, said, no, something's wrong with the camera. Send it back.
Yep, bias point's wrong.
Oh, yeah. But that's okay. I'm really excited to get this Infinity. Like,
I tell you, the software, this is the most pleasurable camera I've ever used. That's all I got to say.
well, you're right, Bob. Like I was debating when Don first started tonight. He was testing Astro Toaster, and then I'm thinking, oh boy, okay, it's going back. Should I tell Woodland to send me a 414 cooled and then play with Astro Toaster? It's too much work.
Well, you know, I got a deal on my 414. It cost me about the same as the Infinity, so that's why I got two. But I just had to buy the Infinity because I wanted to try the software, and I was very pleased I did. It's my favorite camera.
Okay, so if you were to do it again, you would buy the Infinity.
Infinity.
Okay, that's good to
Just
know.
because of the easy use, Chris.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it's
the results are like 80, about 90% is good.
right. I mean, it's like the telescope. The one you use the most is the best.
Yeah, true.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
The 414 is a good camera. I got nothing wrong. I mean, it's great, you know.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I want to do that, fine. But I mean, I needed 2 cameras, Chris. One portable and one in the dome. You know, so.
Right. And I don't have any inclination to get back into imaging like I used to.
I don't either. And I still have my DSC. I like that DSC. It's very, very sensitive.
Right.
It's a super sensitive camera. Pain in the butt, but it boy sure is sensitive.
Yeah, it is very. That's an 829, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I liked it. The only problem I didn't like was that color blotching itch, the patches issue.
Yeah.
Mine wasn't too bad though. I had one little one in the bottom corner and one in the middle edge, left edge. It wasn't too bad. I've seen some of them with the streak going across the center, right across. Yeah.
Mine wasn't bad. Mine was okay.
But I'll tell you, Bob, the black and white was amazing.
I wish I would have gotten that now. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I just keep it around for the sensitivity, and that black and white is a nice setup.
Oh, yeah. Well, I beta tested that one. And it was really nice. A beautiful camera to, even though it was interlaced, it didn't matter as much because it's black and white. It didn't need it. You didn't have to fiddle with color adjustments and everything. But once you get into the color, you got more fiddling, and the interlace takes time. But I didn't get a chance to beta test that before it came out.
Yeah.
You know. But.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I spent some time with Jack this weekend in his 3.2, 2.3, whatever that is. And,
yeah.
Yeah, he's doing some pretty good imaging. He still was complaining though that the chip size was even a little bit big for the Hyperstar and the 6.
Yeah, I was watching a bit. He was getting vignetting in coma with the Hyperstar 6.
A little bit.
Yeah, but it didn't look too bad. But he was getting some.
That's another discussion I had about chip size, and I said that actually 10 millimeters and 11 is pushing it, is the biggest you can go with standard, reducing that we have now.
The Hyperstar on the 6 has been changed.
Yeah, it's other than what Jack has.
Yeah, Jack's doesn't have the latest one.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
I think they went from a 10, 11 up to a 16 or something that you can do, or I don't know.
I don't know. I know they improved it.
Yeah.
I know the guy in Hawaii uses that on his Infinity. Boy, he does some good pictures. Of course, he's in Hawaii, but...
No, that's not Infinity. That's an Ultrastar.
Oh, the Ultrastar, yeah.
Same sensor. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 millimeter chip. I mean, good stuff. Hey, there we go.
Nice, Don.
Yeah.
But the 2.3 is not a lot bigger, Bob. It's 13.4 millimeters.
I know. It's a little big.
Okay.
God, that's a really nice single image.
That's beautiful.
A single frame, that's great. 120 seconds, eh? All right, I got to remember that one.
No amp glow. That looked I couldn't resist that.
No amp glow, no rings around stars, no square stars.
Yeah.
No color blotching, no color noise.
No, beautiful. Yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah, that's about as noisy as you get at AGC3.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's not even a stack. That's one image.
Image.
This sensor to me does not seem noisy.
Of course it's not.
Well, it's a little noisy, but it's not that noisy.
No.
Well,
like 2-3 stacks cleans it up.
No, this is noisier than an 828 and zero gain.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like I can even pick off that galaxy on the side there with one single image. That little galaxy on the left side.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah. Right here.
Yeah.
Rock or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going.
While we were imaging the M3 and the other globular cluster, I still had up the Optech image, so that's what's going to show up on the YouTube.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because anything that I click on here will show up on YouTube.
Right.
You guys don't see it, but the YouTube
Look at that second stack. That's big difference.
Yeah, it sure is nice.
Brought out more color.
Color's coming out. Yeah. Nice.
Tell you, Don, if you can stack 10 of these.
Yep. Well, that's the beauty of it, Chris. It just gets better. You just sit back and let it get better. You don't do anything.
And that's why I say this to me is observing.
You know, he's using the auto range, so he doesn't have to mess with nothing.
Yeah.
Better.
Like, why not observe and have it build up better and better and better?
Yep. Pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
A little disappointing after a while. It's like,
where's going wrong with your stars, Don? Your guiders on?
Yeah, I could guiders on, but the first
RA.
I don't know whether the first one was a lousy one or not.
Yeah, that's.
That didn't make any difference.
No,
It could be coma. I don't know. Let me just see what's going
no,
on.
it's happening up on your. You see this?
Yeah, but look at the. Oh, you can't see it. Guiding is great.
Yeah.
Quiet out there.
You see that galaxy I was pointing out? There's a star above it. It's similar shape, so I don't think it's coma.
No, I don't know.
Let me just see here.
Probably.
A little bit of drift, yeah.
There's the guider.
Wow, nice.
Pretty flat.
Yep. But don't forget, though, Don, this is 2 minutes, so that was several minutes ago, right?
What, several minutes ago?
That first image you got. These are.
Yeah, we just did it again, and it looks like it's still.
Still, eh?
It's still stretching.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what's going on.
And you're using
Maybe,
raw pixels?
Maybe we'll do this. Maybe we'll turn off calculate image movement.
Okay.
Yeah,
See what that does.
What that does.
Yeah, I'm having. Well, now I'm seeing now this is a round star. This is close to being round. These look like they're
round.
Like a little bit of coma.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that in the other pictures, though.
These are round, but no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, the scope maybe? I don't know.
You think your focus has shifted, Don?
I don't know. If my focus, let's see.
Doesn't look too bad.
No, focus is not shifted. No. If it's shifted, it's very, very minor. Otherwise, I would see it in the stars.
Mm-hmm. Look at the core. That's amazing.
Oh, that's stacking. I think part of their stacking makes those stars round. It's like when you use Photoshop with make stars rounder.
Yep.
I think they have some kind of algorithm. I really do. Because I wouldn't be able to do what I do with the Altaz mount if it wasn't like that. My stars are round, and there's no reason for them to be that way.
Yeah. They probably put some algorithm.
Got to be software.
Let's see what the second stack does.
See if it moves all over the place.
Oh yeah, because you unchecked the calculation.
Yeah. No, it didn't do anything.
Come up a little bit here, didn't it?
The stars aren't as round on the side though. They went even more patty shape.
Yep.
Definitely.
Oh well.
But your detail's still excellent in M51.
Yeah, the stars are going close to being. They're not too bad there.
Yeah.
I just think it's probably we're just noticing the coma because it's bigger stars.
Yeah. Color's awesome, Don, in this.
Yep.
Good color balance. You're picking up some of the outer halo around the top of M51.
Yeah.
The other galaxy, I mean.
I think that 16 bits is really what's doing a good job here, too.
Yep. And that's one thing, Bob, about the CMOS. These cameras coming in are only under 12-bit.
I know it.
The 290, which one is it? The 290 is 14 bits?
Is it 14?
Yeah. I'm probably going to pick up a monochrome one of those for solar and lunar.
Yeah. What size pixels are they?
They're small. 2.7?
That's what you need.
Or 3, I'm not sure. Let me just check.
Check their frame rate too. They're pretty fast.
Frame rate is 150 or 170
Wow.
FPS at full resolution. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
Guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for a nice night.
I'm just waiting for this last one, and then I'm gonna. Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, I'm going to.
4-3.
And nice show, Don. Thanks a lot. You guys take care.
Nice
Take care,
talking, Bob. Take care.
So, Dwight and Chris and Don, you all take care. Have a good one.
You
Okay.
do too.
Good night, Bob. Take
Good
care,
night.
Bob.
2.9
2.9.
pixel size, yeah.
That's good. I'll let you know, Bob, when my camera comes in.
Okay.
Give it a blast. We'll give it a shot.
All right. Hope it's a good one.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I think I'll sign off too, Don, Dwight.
Okay,
Okay.
Awesome
Chris,
show,
nice
Don.
talking to you again.
thank you.
Yeah, good
Take
seeing
care.
you again too, Dwight. And thanks again, Don. Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, God bless. Take care.
You too.
And
Good
get
night.
get some rest. Don't work too hard tomorrow.
I won't.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, you're enjoying the night. It was a good night, Don. How's your skies look the rest of the next few days?
They're supposed to be clear for until into next week.
Okay. Well, I'll be curious
nice.
to see you put the UHC filter, see how that does, because the moon's going to get worse.
Yeah, I probably won't tackle that for a couple more days or so.
More days?
Yeah.
I wonder how the color balance will handle it. Might be okay.
Well, what happens is that most of the stuff I'm looking at is on the west side, so by the time the moon gets around to being a pain, it's going to be quite a while.
Yeah. Okay.
Pass for a squirrel.
Yeah. Well, you two gentlemen, take it easy, okay? And have a good night.
Yeah, you do too.
Chris,
Good
you
night.
too.
Okay, bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Night. You're probably going to pull the plug too there, Don, eh?
Yeah, I was just going to get one more frame after this. I'm up to 4. I'm going to hit it, close it at 5.
I'm for that. That was a good night. Great broadcast.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, this is where these longer exposures tend to even them out with conversation and such.
Yeah.
Of course,
Well,
you
that's
could
good to
move
talk-
on here. I was trying to keep them down to 5 stacks, but some of them got away.
Well, that's all right. I don't mind a bit. It looks great.
Yeah, this is starting to fill in here now. I'm starting to get that burgundy color in here.
Yeah, that arm's coming across nicely.
Yeah.
You start to see the loops coming off of 5194 there.
Yeah, I think and we're getting the nebulosity in here.
Yeah, there's 2 loops there.
Yeah. Well, we're coming up on the last one. One more. Yeah, definitely this is vignetting over here.
Yeah, nothing terrible though.
Yeah, or either that or it's 2 stars together, and I don't tend to think that they're 2 stars together. Yeah, we should be getting there. This last stack. It's not like Astrotus. As soon as you hit it, that stack is there. Here it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. That connection was virtually instantaneous. So when you saw it, I saw it at almost the same time.
Yeah, there's hardly any delay here.
Yeah, like Night Sky Network, where it was like 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah. YouTube is about 12 seconds delay.
Wow.
Alrighty. Thank you for the company, Dwight. Take care.
No problem, Don.
Yeah.
Be on your broadcast. Thanks very much.
Yeah, I should be on next couple nights as long as we have clear skies.
I'm up for it.
Okay, have a good evening. Take care.
You too.